Alright, I think we are live. I think we are live. Let me... No. Hold on. Alright. Let me get rid of... Alright, I think we are back being live. I'm just doing some quick setups. New link in promo. There we go. Sorry, just on Discord real quick as I set some stuff up. Alright, I should be hearable. Yep, my voice is coming through. Alright, game audio, or rather background music is coming through. Please work chat with me. If this chat box doesn't appear on screen, I'm going to be very upset. So I'm doing a lot of testing, and it's just... Whoops. There we go. Okay, your chat's showing up. Mine don't, for some reason. Well, good to know that it's working. Good to see you, Sky. Good to see you. I tried dual streaming. It wasn't working out. The chat delay was just too bad. Chariot said it was like a full 25 seconds, and I was like... Yeah, that's pretty bad. Alright, I won't dual stream. I mean, it's technically illegal anyway. Good to see you too, Sky. How bad is the stream delay? Like, send a message and then count how long it takes me to respond to it. I'm just sipping on my coffee in the meantime. I hope the stream delay isn't too bad. I'm looking at the chat box. I'm here. I'll look. Samir is such a cool and well-written... Come on, let's not do this again. I've already gone on a rant about her on my old Persona 3 portable streams. We don't need to do this again. How long was the delay there from when you sent it to when I read it? I read it right away. 6 seconds? Alright, 6 seconds is doable. I will accept 6 seconds. Let me tell Chariot. 6-second delay this time. Oh, hold on, I didn't spell 6 right. I still didn't put in the 6. Don't look in Discord. Don't look at it until I have a chance to edit it, Sky. There. Perfect. I mean, I think... Well, how long did it... I mean, you'll just have to count. Like I'll read it the second it shows up on my chat box. You just have to count, like, when you send it to when I start reading it. Also, make sure, you know, it's not delayed on your end. Stream's fully up, so you're not back by 20 seconds, you know? I mean, it happens to me. It's okay if there's a delay from when it's actually appearing in the chat box, like on stream. That's going to be a longer delay. But as long as I'm reading it right away, that's what matters. Yeah, because your message is showing up in my side chat a lot quicker than it is on stream. Which is fine. That's fine. As long as I'm responding to you on time. Alright. Alright, I'll test it again. Alright, I read that as soon as I was on stream. How long was about that? About 6, 8, 10 seconds. Because, like, doesn't have to be immediate. It just has to be, you know, within reason. There shouldn't be any delays on when you can send message. Like, the settings should be that you can send messages freely as much as you want. Like, I can check that, but you should be good. Over 13? Come on, I'm trying now. Well, I mean, 13's better than 25. That's YouTube for you. We'll have to live with it. I have no idea why. I have... Maybe it's a Streamlabs setting. Let's see. Check. No. There's 0 delay on Streamlabs. I have low latency on YouTube. I think that's just going to be how it is. Oh, that's true. That's true. And I'm on a bus. You know what? That's fair. That's fair. All right, you know, we'll deal with it. I don't want to spend too many minutes with prep again, because that's what I tried doing last time, and it was not fun. I'm not even sure where that 13-minute recording went. It just kind of disappeared. I really hope that doesn't happen to this one. I would be very upset. Alright, well, this stream has been... I mean, is this the live one? Yeah, this is the live one. Well, I've spent the past 6.5 minutes on nonsense, so let's just jump into it. Alright, hold on. I just need to take this off, and there we go. Yeah, this game has a thing where if I'm tabbed out of it, it'll just freeze. So, like, even if I just want to quickly adjust a setting real quick, the game will just freeze. And, like, that's... doesn't exactly make for the smoothest streaming experience. So, thank you for that, Atlas. Or Steam. I don't know who to blame. I won't be able to watch the whole time since I'm on the bus. No worries, no worries. You can just keep me company for a little bit. I don't mind. Just to make sure I sound correctly. Do I sound okay over the audio? Like, I don't want the game to sound too quiet, but I don't want it to be too loud. I don't want to sound too quiet, but I don't want to sound too loud either. Like, I'm kind of experimenting with new mic settings compared to last time I streamed. Because last time I streamed, everything was just too quiet. It was all just too quiet. So I'm picking up the volumes on everything. I did many sound tests, but I don't know if it's good enough. I'll be joining again when I get home. That's fine, that's fine. Well, anyway, let's see. Where were we? Wait, I don't think I have TARDIS unlocked. Did I pick the right save file? Let's see. Yeah, this one. This is the one I need to go. Because I'm pretty sure I don't get to go to TARDIS freely yet. Yeah, I can hear you both very clearly now. Okay, good. Good. Alright, hold on. I'm just clicking off. No. I've been abandoned by my friend Chariot. He saw that I have stream issues and dipped. Nah, it's not that. I'm just joking. He'll probably pop in later to say hi. I don't mind you actually coming on stream if you wanted to chat for a bit. I can always just open up Discord live streaming. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and do that now. Why not? I like having company. I really should have done all this beforehand, but it's fine. There we go. Look, this is a learning experience. We'll get smoother and smoother as we go along. Now, if I recall correctly... great. Sorry for any background noise. If I recall correctly, I don't think I can do much right now. I just unlocked the, I just unlocked Tartarus. We went through the tutorial floors last time. And... oh no background sound, ignore that. Ignore background sound. If the background sound gets too, loud, I will do something about it. That'd be rad, but I can't with my... it's like with my voice now. Oh, hey, Chariot, there you are. Okay, so the delay is still not great. It's about 12 seconds. But I mean, that's better. That's twice as much as it was before. You know, one less streaming platform, twice as fast. Alright, third floor, right? Not the second one? Yeah. The gang's all here. Yep, I got all my buddies with me. I think... Wait, no. I forget. Oh yeah, I forgot. I unlocked going out at night. I don't need to go to bed early. Well, I suppose I can study, then go to bed. There we go. It's reasonable. I didn't read that one right away, so that delay is going to be a little bigger. Your academics has increased. The only thing I don't have is I don't have the, I don't have YouTube tabbed, so I can't see... Oh, hold on, I clicked off. So I can't see if there's any, I guess, dips in quality. So I'll have to rely on you for that. Wow, Mirth unlocked the ability to go out of town and chose to study. Nerd. Well, I can't do much out of town. I mean, I can karaoke. Is the cafe open in the evenings? I don't think so. No, all I can basically do is karaoke. There's not a lot to do in the evenings for Persona 3, unfortunately. You know, if they want... Yeah, if they wanted to add more social links or more things to fit the time, we have a whole second half of the day that's empty that you could have taken advantage of, Atlas. But no, we can't have that. You can do stat growths, but not much else. I know. Like, they literally have the chance to fix it. There is not that many things to do in the evenings, and they're not fixing that. I'm pretty sure it'll make sense when I have Reload in my hands, but at the moment, I do not get it. Anyway, let's talk to Junpei. Going to class is a pain. The only thing I look forward to is after school. How will I kill time? Yeah, high school sucks. Speaking of which... I love the exclusive music on Femc's side. It's so cute. Yo, mind hanging out with me after this? I know some place that's really good. It'll be my treat. Come on, let's go. Sweet, let's go. Now you're talking. Yay, I get to go to this place with Junpei instead of Kenji. Like, not only does this make so much more sense, you know, the guy who introduced himself to you a few days ago and that you're living with now in the dorms, you know, wants to hang out and be friendly. That makes so much more sense than just this random, gross kid who talks about how much he wants to date the teacher the whole time. I don't like Kenji very much. P3D made it way better. I'm not sure if I remember how this one sounds in Persona 3 Dancing. Hold on, I need to increase how the chat looks on OBS so I can see the messages faster. That or I just need to train my eyes better. Both. I need to do both. The time one. Oh, time! Yeah, time sounded really good in Persona 3 Dancing. The special, the normal meals are good too, but the special, pure awesome. Ooh, is it extra spicy? It really is. I really love how time sounded in P3D. I know I'm kind of mixed on a lot of the remixes in Persona 3 Dancing, but I really like that one. Now granted, it's been a while since I actually heard a lot of them, and a lot of them are a lot better when you're actually playing them rather than just listening to them on their own. So I need to pick up that game again. I want to give a lot of its remixes a second shot. Because a lot of people speak very fondly of its remixes, even though... I don't know. I don't know why I was so torn on them, and then when it came to P4D's remixes, I loved them all. Almost all of them. We don't talk about the Dede Mouse one. The fragrant smell rising from the bowls makes your stomach growl. Can we just have this scene instead? I do not want to go, it's like go to the ramen shop with Kenji. I really don't. Reload, I know you want the OG experience, but this is just better, and it makes more sense. Let me go out to eat with Junpei. We don't talk about the incident. No, we don't. Well then, I'm digging in too. Chow time. Signs of Love. It's like TK is also pretty bad, but I will admit that's not the best one, but I still really liked it. Especially, it's like, I think when it comes to some of the remixes that, I guess you could say, have a lot of echoes and repeats, there are some in P3 that are way worse. Like, I remember there was one that, I forget if it was Ken or Junpei, it's like one of Ken's or Junpei's songs where it just sounded, ugh, no, not a fan. And then the Burn My Dread one they gave Mitsuru, like, that one was awful. I'm sorry, it was awful. Although Junpei eats noisily, he seems to be enjoying his ramen. I mean, who needs to eat quietly with your buds, right? It's not good! Have you heard it? It's awful! They ruined Burn My Dread! I can't stand that one. Like, I'm willing to change my mind on a lot of them, not that one. No, my ears cannot take the Burn My Dread Nightcore. I am firm on that. I don't know how you ruined Burn My Dread, but they found a way. I probably can't, I will admit. I like remixes that sound good. Why do you both like Nightcore Burn My Dread? What is wrong with you? It isn't Nightcore. Then what would you call it? Heavy metal? Rave music? Because neither are good. Okay, no, heavy metal does sound pretty good, but come on. Hey, do you feel okay now? I heard for a while you were out for a while. You were in the hospital. We need to overthrow her. You're not changing my heart on this one, guys. There's nothing corrupted or broken. It's not faster, and it's... I mean, it is actually it's a little higher if you compare it to the original. They definitely pitched it. If anything, they pitch it every 2 seconds. It's so inconsistently pitched. I don't know what went wrong with it. And it actually is a little faster. It's really not. Do you need me to pull it up on stream? It sounds awful. I just want to enjoy my bro time with Junpei. I don't want to argue about a bad Burn My Dread remix. Look, maybe my ears aren't sophisticated enough to appreciate Nightcore, okay? I will concede on that front. No. The actual Fire Burn My Dread remix is the one I use for my outro, because it just combines literally every cover of the thing. As another friend of mine described it, it's Kids Bop Burn My Dread. Even that sounds better than what they put in P3D. Can I enjoy my nice moment with Junpei now? No. Oh, darn it. No, I am sitting down. I can't stream standing up. Aw. See, this just makes so much more sense. You know, Junpei understands feeling left out. He's, you know, since he lives at the dorm, he would hear that you were in the hospital. Like, this is just so much nicer and friendly. And, you know, Junpei makes a much better magician's arcana than Kenji ever did. Junpei seems embarrassed and laughed. Aww. Like if I'm comparing that to Kenji's, it's not even close. It is not even close. Still, girls and guys living in the same dorm, huh? That can't be good. What are you thinking about? Yeah, what are you thinking about? Explain yourself, Junpei. How'd I go up and get my tarot cards soon? Might be a while if you ordered them off of Etsy. I don't drag love into my work. Shut up, Junpei. And again, I can't guarantee that I won't fall for someone. Well, I mean, you will get love involved into your work. It just won't happen the way you think it will. He's a silly goober. Yeah, I like Junpei. I actually think he gives off a better first impression in the FemC route than he does in the original. Surprisingly enough. Have you been monitoring your condition? Yeah. Well, I'm not too worried about being tired. It's much easier to handle in Portable than it is in Fez. Because, you know, your teammates don't ditch you when they get tired. They just don't do as well. Alright, let's... Actually, no, I won't save yet. Your persona is like a part of you. That's why mine only learns physical skills. Because dudes are supposed to fight with their fists, mano a mano. Oh, that's right, I use a sword. Yeah, you might want to think about that one a little bit more, Junpei. Look, Junpei's going through his Sokka arc, okay? Like, yes, unfortunate act of, instead of Junpei being jealous of not being the leader, he goes, but you're a girl, so, he gets put through a Sokka arc. That's an unfortunate side effect of the FemC route, but I still stand by. I think he has an overall more friendly introduction compared to the male route. And again, there's a reason for it. He's less bitterly jealous. Maybe I should skip straight to playing Fez. I recommend Fez more for your first experience of Persona 3, but I do think Portable is well suited to a replay. I'm playing P4 right now, but I'm at the Risei dungeon and I'm kind of terrified of someone walking in. Okay, so funny story. Years ago when my friend was playing P4, since she was the only one with a PlayStation, my way of experiencing the story was her playing it while I watched the story unfolded. She only had the PlayStation set up in her living room, and she tried and failed to fight Risei's boss for like 2 hours. And then eventually her family came home and they're like, well, now we can't play it. So we had to, because you can't play that boss. I dare you to play that boss in front of your parents. Like, no, not happening. So we had to wait several hours for them to leave again so that we could try again. Wait for reloads. I do think there is some value in just jumping into Reload as your first experience. But I can't help but think you'll get a much better appreciation for what Reload is doing if you know everything that came before. This is just my personal opinion of it because Persona 3 as an overall experience is one of my favorite games ever. And I don't need a remake for me to feel that way. So your opinion is going to be very, very different if you just jump into Reload without P3, or if you do jump into Reload with P3, and you just kind of got to decide what you want to do. I don't think one is inherently better or worse than the other. Just be based. Jarrett, I don't have your confidence that you do in front of your family, okay? I have shame. My friends have shame. We've all grown up with shame. We're not as lucky as you. You overhear a conversation. Is it just me, or has there been more weird people around lately? Talking about apathy syndrome, right? My neighbor's got that. I really hope, I mean, in this game you do get to see people with apathy syndrome around town and people talking about it. It's not like it isn't a present thing in P3 as is, but I think they can lean more into it. I hope Reload does. Really give it some tension and stakes. I mean, I lack shame too, but I have strict parents. Yeah, I get that. I get that all too well. Oh yay, now I can finally join the swim... Wait, no, I can't join the swim team. It's only tennis or volleyball. The swim team is only if you play a guy, because apparently the school doesn't have a women's swim team. Probably for the best. Kenji would keep sneaking in on it. Oh wait, I forgot. Kenji doesn't like girls his own age. I'm not even joking when I say that. That's the worst part. Alright, well, let's go join a club. I don't really have many social links open. Oh, this music's so good. Oh no, Kenji is Renya. He's worse than Renya. At least Renya acknowledges that they're, at least Renya acknowledges that his feelings are, distractions. Kenji does not. In fact, spoiler alert for his Link, he becomes so enthralled with pursuing his teacher, he basically gets her fired. I wish I was joking. Look, I love Persona 3, but between this and the teacher that wants to take advantage of you, this game has you know, I don't even think I need. I'm not exaggerating, Sky. I'm not. You think Kawakami was bad? No, it is nothing on the teacher in this game. This game needs a bonk. Oh, it needs the biggest bonk. Everyone is having fun. Alright, that's volleyball. And that's tennis. Technically, it makes no difference, so I'm gonna pick tennis. Oh, this is a new character. I've never seen her before. Oh no! Oh no, your mobile data is gonna get cut off. Alright, well, I'll see you later, Sky. Hopefully you're back soon. She's Mirako Masumi. Mirako Masumi from Class 2F. Yes, I combined Femces and my name. What of it? Please go easy on me. Nice to... Nah, I'll be bright and cheery. Seems... At the very least, it seems that you're welcome here. Oh yeah, it's the girl that reminds me of Yuki. Yeah, Mirako. You know, like Minako and Mirth. I'm not calling her is like Korone. You can't make me. I'm not calling her that, Chariot. I will be stubborn. You know how stubborn I am. "13 Sentinels mentioned." You know what? There's a silver lining. Okay, my stubbornness has a silver lining. There's a 13 Sentinels ad in it. Miwako. I mean, what do you want me to say? Mirako? I'm trying to say it with a slight accent. Mirako. Yeah, but you're always stubbornly wrong. Okay, not always. Just most of the time. Just most of the time. You're never stubborn at the right times. I will give you that much. Oh good, I'll leave the rest to you. I don't know what you... It's just names. I don't like a lot of the official names they give these characters. I really think the first names they get say a lot more about them. And when they try to overcorrect for more sanitized names, they just don't sound as good. Again, except for you Narukami, because Soji is a terrible name. That sounds ugly. I will stand by that. Soji Seta is ugly. Anyway, I need to pay attention to this link. I'm passionate about my opinions. What can I say? I mean, at the end of the day, it's just names. It doesn't matter that much. It really doesn't. Wait, are they talking about the teacher? I wasn't listening. Oh, yeah, they're making fun of the teacher. She's too old to try to act cute like that. That's kind of mean. Why can't you be passionate and right? Well, what am I wrong about? They're just names. I'm mostly laughing about how stubborn I am. Alright, let's get back to practice. Mirako-san, right? I'm Ryo Iwasaki, a junior like you. I haven't heard too much about this link, so I'm not sure what to expect. Should I start No, I don't want to get into that, please. We did that we did that last time I streamed this game. I still have the clip. It's very funny, but I don't want to do that again. No. It is much easier to defend my opinions on that when I have the game in front of me to quote rather than just passionately spout things, because there's a lot to back up why I feel what I feel. I can't back up a whole 30-page essay on the spot, you know? But I don't want to do that anymore. I want to think about games I like. Like this one. Alright. Alright, let's do a few laps. My stamina's my weakness. Running is the worst. I gotta go for a bit, but I'll be back. Alright, sure, Chariot. I'll be here. I ain't going anywhere anytime too soon. I'm just gonna be doing my links a bit and then go to see if I can do a bit of Tartarus grinding. Speaking of Chariot, look which link I unlocked. One, two. After running laps, you went through a series of muscle exercises. Then you diligently went through basic drills in serving and using different strokes. You decided to go back to the dorm after practice ended.
Oh, hey!
Sup, Yukari? That reminds me, have you joined any clubs yet? Yes, I did today, actually. I got a head start on it. You seem pretty talented, so I'm not surprised. Do I catch a hint of insecurity in that? You know, why not? I spent the whole day running. Let's do some more exercise in Tartarus. I mean, My muscles will hate me tomorrow, but eh. Yeah. Yo, some weapons and pieces of armor have special effects. Yeah. Only Persona users can use them. Shadows have weaknesses, but so do we. We don't have weaknesses, our Personas do. I'm so bored after school because I can't do any training. Aw, thank you, Akihiko. I really do love the vibe of just, you know, the place you come home after school is just where all your teammates live. It's such a nice vibe. Alright, let's go to Tartarus. I don't need to save twice. You getting the collector's editions of Persona 3 Reload? I've been considering the one for Reload because, like, the Iga statue does look really cool, but it's $200 for what's essentially a game without the Steelbook version and like $100 statue, and I'm like, do I really want that? I don't know. I may consider the Japanese one because the Japanese one comes with the new C's armband, the new one for Reload, and that looks like an awesome cosplay prop. So I would probably consider that. Let's see. When it comes to the Persona 3 bundle for the one that they just announced for Limited Run Games, that one I'm really interested in. That one's also $200, but it comes with so much stuff. It comes with like a school patch, a pack of tarot cards, wait, not tarot cards, character cards. It comes with a light-up evoker. It comes with a steelbook version of the game. It comes with a grimoire case. A lot of cool stuff. Its C's band actually has the correct acronym on it. It doesn't have the incorrect one, which all the other cosplay props do. So that one, like, you're getting a lot for your money. The only downside is the evoker isn't removable. I'm still considering it, though. I'm considering it more than the Reload bundle, honestly, so I'll have to see if I can squeeze in the Reload is like bundle edition. Otherwise, I might just get the regular launch one, but I'm very tempted by the portable edition by Limited Run Games. Thank you for asking, Penguin. Glad to have you here. Let me know if there is any stream troubles. I'm still new to streaming and it's still trying to dual screen everything, you know? Alright, let's get some grinding done, because I only got to do the tutorial last time. A few floors up. Oh, yeah. I know Mitsuru. I've played Fez. Fair point, but when I cosplayed Makoto Yuki, I had to go with the evoker from the Persona 3 movie. Had to. Is it that official one they made that's like hundreds of dollars now? Because that replica's really cool, but like, oh, it's so expensive. I really do want to get it though, but it is so expensive. For my I do have an evoker right now. I got one off of Etsy. It's a pretty good quality, but it doesn't light up or anything, and obviously it's not as clean as the official one, but it's still really cool. Only $70, really? That's about as much as my replica evoker cost. You gotta steal for that. That's like close to $200 now. Dang, I'm jealous. Does the trigger actually pull, or is it stuck into place? I detect a great source of power above you. It's still relatively far away, but keep your guard up nonetheless. Ooh, money? Yes. Shame I don't have saves. Yeah, it does. Oh, that's so cool. That's like my only thing I have against my replica prop is that the trigger is stiff into place. And like, it doesn't really matter because, I mean, it's a replica. It's not a real gun. It's never going to shoot. But it feels nicer to hold a gun with a trigger that actually, you know, can pull. No, get over here. Get over here. No, no, no! I didn't... you know what? That was my own fault. I need to get used to these shadows.
There are 4 enemies. Strike first. Roger.
Alright.
I'll attempt to analyze the enemy.
These blue ones are weak to fire.
3 remain. Nice!
Alright. I have done audio tests. I should sound okay over the game.
Another enemy defeated.
But if by any chance I'm still not loud enough, I will turn the game down. Because this is
Great attack.
the loudest portion of the game, so if there's going to be audio issues... What's your opinion on Persona 3 Fez? Personally, I absolutely... Okay, you can hear me fine. Personally, I absolutely loved Persona 3 Fez. I do think in many areas it is... It does show its age. But personally, once I got into that, I kind of love it, flaws and all. And in many ways, it has designs and a lot of game designs and mechanics that I really miss in older entries, and that I know probably won't even come back for Reload. Yes, it is older, but really once you get into the groove, it is so satisfying and fun. And I acknowledge it's a barrier for entry for a lot of new people, but I don't know. I just really loved it once I got into it. Now, granted, how the social links are kind of balanced are really all over the place. Like, it's very annoying, especially to get all the girls done because of the jealousy mechanic. I do think the jealousy mechanic needs work. It is annoying that you are forced to romance them all, admittedly. But I don't know. I loved Fez as an experience. It did take me about, I want to say nearly... it took me about a fourth of the game to figure out if I liked it or not, but by the time, once those credit rolls, I was like, no, I loved this game for every moment of it. Even the times I thought I wasn't, no, I loved it. That was an experience that changed my life. So, as you can imagine, I'm very excited for Reload. Very, very excited. But I figured it isn't right to say Persona 3 is one of my favorite games ever and not experience Portable, you know? Especially since I did try Portable before I tried Fez, and I just wasn't clicking with it. I switched to Fez, I clicked with it much more. But now that I've actually experienced Fez, I think Portable is well suited for a replay of Persona 3. I do think Fez is the best way to experience it for the first time, even though you have to overlook, obviously, some more flaws.
3 enemies detected. Strike first.
You know, it does kind of suck that there's no definitive experience for P3, but, I mean, it is what it is, right? If you take Persona 3 as an experience as a whole, yeah, it's my favorite.
Please hit. Only one more.
I'm preserving my SP. I can manage the damage. Actually, no, I didn't buy any items. I can't manage the damage. I gotta actually be smart.
One enemy remains.
I'm so used to just, you know, conserving my SP and then just spamming regular attacks and then just healing after battle, but I don't actually have a lot of healing items, so that's not a good idea right now. Alright, but I basically need to start up the grind. I need to get some low-tier weapons so that I can sell them later, so that I can use the money to get medicines, so that the next time I grind in, then I can start conserving my SP more to go down more floors, and basically get the real grinding cycle going. I agree. When I got Portal on PS Vita, and that was a lot of fun. And I agree, but I started Fez first and then did Portable. Yeah. Alright, these are weak to fire. I gotta just not be afraid to use my SP for now. It is what it is. I want to conserve it! Like, I don't know how much of a hot take this is, but I find Persona 3's combat, even Fez's, a lot more engaging and satisfying than I do Persona 4 Golden's, because Persona 4 kind of simplifies the combat in a way, and then Golden just makes it ever so easier. So it's not like I didn't enjoy the combat in Golden, but I don't know. I just found it a little less engaging compared to a lot of the little details that Persona 3's combat requires. But I'm also like everyone else is like, yeah, Persona 5's probably my favorite combat in the series. I'm like everyone else that way. It's very fun and complex, and I love all the little statuses and baton passes or anything. So I'm very excited for Reload to take the more complexities of Persona 3's combat, you know, like different physical types and all that, with more of Persona 5's mechanics. I do think Reload has a very strong shot of being my favorite combat in the whole Persona series. I say whole Persona series, I've only played 3, 4, and 5. I'm sorry, I have not played the early entries yet. I will get to them one day.
2 enemies detected. Strike first. Roger. I'll attempt to analyze
I think
the
these are
enemy.
weak to electricity. I'll just hit him with bash. Oh yeah, I need to actually check my difficulty.
One more.
Because I did pick Maniac, but a lot of higher difficulties don't actually affect combat. They just affect money and XP. And getting less rewards for not even a higher challenge doesn't really sound worth it to me, because like that just means you spent extra time on grinding. And don't get me wrong, I like grinding, but I don't like grinding that much. I like grinding when I know I'm progressing. Oh yeah, you got an Augie skill card. I think that's a really cool addition that only Portable has. It's just that, you know, Personas will give you skill cards as you level them up. That's really cool. Okay, let me check what my difficulty settings are. Yeah, what's Maniac? Oh! Let's see. Okay. Okay, no more normal, less. Retries before, continue after game is over. Okay, so XP rewards. Alright, I'm gonna put the XP at normal, but okay, so there is battle difference. Okay, got it. Alright, there we go. Save. Alright, that's the difficulty I want. I am an experienced Persona player. I like my challenge. Oh yeah, how do I get to that shadow over there? I gotta go all the way around. Yes, I need to kill all the shadows. Every single one. They all must die.
Two enemies. Roger. I'll attempt to analyze the enemy.
I know they're weak to ice, but I do actually want to get their weaknesses recorded.
The enemy is down. Keep attacking.
I haven't played others like you. I listened to Mass Destruction for Reload and didn't like it compared to the original. I do agree that I haven't heard a lot of the new remixes for Reload because I want to wait till I have the game in my hands. I'm trying to not watch a lot of trailers or promotional material because I'm just going to enjoy it a lot more when I experience it naturally. But I did hear the remix for that, and I agree, it just doesn't hit the same. I don't think it's bad. I think once I get used to it in combat, I'll still like it, but it doesn't have the same weight to it, you know? Uh-oh. I'm really gonna miss the old singer.
It seems to have multiple weaknesses.
Alright. It's weak. Oh, yeah, it's weak to ice, wind, and electricity. I didn't know it had that many weaknesses.
Just won't die.
Come to me. Oh man, that's I love wiping all out so much. It's so good. Let's see. So which Persona games have you played? Have you only played Persona 3 Portable? Let's see. Like, you know, have you only played Persona 3 Portable? Have you played P4, Golden or OG? Have you played 5, Vanilla or Royal? Like, what's your experience with the series? Or heck, maybe you've played the old ones.
Strike first.
Oh, you haven't played others like me. I think you mean... Oh, I think what you meant by that, you haven't played the Persona 1 and Persona 2 duology. Is that what you meant? I wonder what skills Pixie has. Oh wait, not that one. Just Dia. She doesn't even learn anything else. And nothing to... I do want to level up Orpheus, though. Oh well. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, you haven't played the originals. Have you played 4 and 5? Any version of them?
That was easy.
Alrighty. I guess I shouldn't grind too much. I got other floors to go to. Alright, yeah, let's get to... Alright, I've killed all the shadows here. Let's get to the next floor. Alright, I'll skip that one. I was going to skip it. That didn't work out.
An assault by 2 enemies. Stand strong.
Alright, well. I played Persona 5 Royal and I like the combat. I love Persona 5's combat. Like, especially when I played Persona 5 Vanilla. That's honestly still my favorite combat I've ever played in a turn-based RPG. I like a lot of Royal's battle editions in theory, but in practice I think that the game isn't very well balanced around all these additions, and they make combat just too easy and unengaging for me. Like, I had to outright stop using a lot of the additions Royal added to find combat fun again, which is a problem. I do think Royal's new areas and like new bonus bosses they give you in the Velvet Room are more balanced around a lot of the new combat abilities, but most of the game is not, and that's such a shame. I played Persona 4 and Persona Gold and didn't like it that much. Oh, that's a shame. I do think Persona 4's Golden's combat is a lot easier compared to 3 and 5. But I still love playing P4. Like, I love the town. I love the... I guess if we're talking pure social sim, pure social sim aspect of it, I think Persona 4 is probably my favorite. Even though Persona 3 is my favorite overall. I guess that's the way to put it. Persona 3 is my favorite of the 3. Persona 4 has my favorite actual social simulation. And Persona 5 has my favorite combat. I like the story, but not the gameplay of it compared to 3 and 5. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, it's fun to build personas and all, because it's always fun to build personas, but combat is a bit more on the simple side. I still put in over 200 hours into it, so I had to have had some fun with it. A lot of that time was just maximizing my social links, though, so... You know.
2 enemies detected. One more. Awesome.
Alright, everybody.
Takeba is in danger.
Oh, shoot. That was a lot of damage.
That was close. We need to do better.
I thought you guys would be able to hit first, and then we would all pile on the damage with our regular attacks before it would hurt you. Alright, fine. I'll do better, Yukari. Let's see. There you go. Sup, Chariot, you're back. I'm right now in Tartarus doing a bit of grinding. I don't actually have a lot of items to grind though, because I didn't have any money to buy medicine, and you know, it's the start of grinding. I build up some items, I sell them for money, I use the money for medicine, then when I come back I can go further because of my medicine, and once that cycle begins, that's when Tartarus gets really fun. Because I'm one of those freaks that like Tartarus. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I needed to, no, not me. I needed to... There we go. Alright, there we go. Alright, I'll try not to spend too long in Tartarus. This whole place is like a maze. Even the access points seem to be randomly distributed. Feel like you're in danger, don't hesitate to return. You know what I need to do? I need to set up a Discord overlay for my streams. That way if I ever am streaming with other people in a Discord call, their little icons are up in the corner. I just don't know how to set that up. It's probably not too complicated. Dang it, I couldn't get behind it.
2 enemies detected.
Yeah, me and Penguin in the chat were just talking about combat. They were saying they don't really find the combat in 4 as fun as 3 and 5, and I kind of agree. What are these things weak to again? I forgot.
This thing won't give up. Defeated an enemy.
All right.
Better than I am.
All right.
Finish it off.
Careful, Junpei.
The enemy's weakness is fire.
Got it. It's weak to fire. Not that we'll need it. Done.
That was easy.
Okay. Alright, conserve your SP, guys. Iori Fuyusaka has defeated an enemy. Well, I mean, soon Iori is like Fuyusaka's voice is literally going to be Mitsuru, so... Yeah, exactly. Says Mitsuru, voice of Iori Fuyusaka in the upcoming reload. She's a very good fit. Like she's playing the character extremely close to Terra Black.
Roger. I'll attempt to analyze the
Okay,
enemy.
the other ones are weak to Ice, Wind, and Zeo. I don't want to waste my SP. I guess I do have a bunch of Snuff Souls, but I don't want to use them. You don't get a lot of them. Okay, fine. I'll use 1.
I summon you.
I'm still getting used to Alejandro Saab.
Awesome.
I talked about it last time I streamed this game, but I want to give Alejandro Saab's Akihiko its due diligence and hear it in the context of the game. And hear lines how they were meant to be read, because a lot of lines aren't going to sound good out of context. You need to hear them, you know, how they bounce off in conversations, how they build up to each line behind it, all the little inflections and indications of how the character really feels, of what the character is trying to communicate, of what's going on in their head, of what they don't realize about themselves. All those little stuff, like, those are the sort of things I've grown to love about Liam O'Brien's Akihiko, and I believe Alejandro Saab's deserves that. So I'm not going to judge it on the couple lines I hear in a trailer, because all I'm going to think is, that's so different, that's not my Akihiko, and that's not fair. That's not fair at all. If he's going to play a very different version of the character, I want to hear that different version of the character. So even though I'm very unsure about it, I want to give it a proper chance to be won over, and I'm pretty sure I will once I have it in game. It just sounds so different, you know? But I really feel for Alejandro Saab, I really do. Because after the most recent trailer, I saw his tweets, and they just made me so sad. And then I watched his stream, because, again, I'm a big fan of his, so I regularly watch his streams. And he just sounds so sad about a lot of people being, you know, kind of unsure. And he's like, he said he gets it, you know, he's playing Akihiko much different than Liam O'Brien, and newness is always, you know, gonna be that way for people, especially, you know, since people are very nostalgic to that version. And like, man, it's like, man, I wish I wasn't unsure about it, because I'm a huge fan of you, and you sound so sad. Like, I just feel bad, man. I want to be in love with your Akihiko, and I really hope that once the game comes out, I am. I'm not blind. I've never blindly hated it's like Alejandro sobs Akihiko. I've always just been unsure about it. I'm just acknowledging my weak, that I do have nostalgia bias, and then I need to take that into account and judge it on its fair terms. I gotta go because my friend's going to kidnap me to go to the fair. I'll see your stream later and have fun. Enjoyed hanging out. Alright, see ya, Penguin. Like, I will admit, I'm very nostalgia biased for the old cast. I love the old cast. Those are the characters to me, and I'm so emotionally attached to these characters, and I'm very heartbroken to let them go. But it is what it is, you know? I will acknowledge that is my emotions talking, and if that I really want to give this new cast a fair shake, I gotta wait. Granted, more regret. Oh, actually, when it comes to Alexis Lee, see, that's very specific. I mourned the loss of Yuri Lowenthal really, really hard, but that honestly has nothing to do with Alexis Lee himself, because especially after I've heard his literally one Pharos line, I'm like, no, that's perfect casting. I'm very excited to hear his, like, shockingly, I'm the most excited for Alexis Lee. Like, I have very, very high standards for the characters he's going to voice, and I think he's nailing it. I'm very excited for Alexis Lee.
Defeated. Good job.
Like, I'm always going to be sad I'm not going to get more Yuri Lowenthal, but they picked a really good one. What can I say? I was convinced in literally 2 words. I'm so excited that I want to get the Ryoji print I had signed by Yuri Lowenthal. I want Alex to sign the other half. It's not complete unless I have both. I just realized revive the Ken discourse. People will help. I still think people hate Ken for no reason. I do think that how his story is executed in the game is not as strong as it could be. But that doesn't mean it doesn't work at all, because it does. Especially after I watched the movies and I realized what his story looks like when it's done in the best possible way it can be. I'm like, no, this is phenomenal. Like, I never understood the Ken hate, and after the movies, I will never understand it. Like, he is at best just not executed as good as he can be. That doesn't make him a bad and annoying character. No, I'm not saying it's executed poorly. I think it's executed fine in the game. I just think compared to how well it can be executed, because I've seen the movie version of it, and I think the movie version is objectively better, I realized that, okay, I see the shortcomings the game did and why some people might have missed the appeal of it, but that's no excuse to hate the guy. Like, not at all. I still think it's executed just fine. I just think it could have been better, because I've seen better now. My perspective has grown. FF13 has a character that is basically just Ken down to the character art and everything. It's much worse. I believe that. Again, I don't think Ken's is bad. I think it's executed just fine. I just know that they can do it better now, and I demand, if nothing else, if Reload isn't going to take anything from the movies, if it only takes one thing, even if I lose all the adorable Ryoji date stuff, take how the movies did Ken's story, please. It makes Shinjiro better. It makes Ken better. It gives them both an arc where they both grow as characters. You feel Shinjiro's character arc more. It's just benefits everyone. It works so well. I really hope they do that. And I honestly believe that they will. I don't know how much Reload is actually going to take from those movies, but I really hope they take that. Hope is just Diet Ken. Well, I was gonna say, well, I look forward to meeting them, but then I remembered you're talking about Final Fantasy 13, not 14. Final Fantasy 13 is also an MMO, right? Oh, I'm running out of SP. I can't use this blindly. Also, FF13 is absolutely overhated. Yeah, that's what I hear. I mean, FF13 is the one that has like 3 different games, right? Oh, 11 and 14 are MMOs. Okay, got it. I knew there were 2 MMOs. Everything else is single player. Alright. Okay, good. Junpei learned Agi. This will help a lot.
Iori has defeated an enemy.
Good to go.
Have you finished the first FF13? I remember you starting it. Oh, sup, Sky? You're back. Oh, hold on. I got a Discord message. No, I don't. Never mind. I paused. I froze the game for nothing. I really wish it didn't freeze when I tabbed off. That does not make for seamless streaming. Oh, it's another golden one. I scared the first one. I'm not going to scare this one. The FF13 trilogy, aka the Fubala Nova Chrysalis series, is very interesting. I have this annoying emote that is over like one of the last words for every comment, and I don't know how to get rid of it. I read badly enough as is. I don't.
All right? Don't push yourself.
Mitsuru, shut up.
I feel a little tired.
Yukari, shut up.
I feel spent.
Junpei, shut up. I'm trying to focus. I haven't finished the game, but I've gotten very far in it. So that's what I mean. Like, I have this emoticon that cuts out your last word, so I assume you say in it. Got it.
That's a rare form.
Alright.
Teach it a lesson.
Unlike P4, this just dies in one hit.
Forget about using fire.
Guys, stop being stupid. Guys,
Rare form. Don't let it escape.
see,
Enemy's weak.
that's how it's done. I don't mind them being whiny, I just didn't want them to distract me because I didn't want to lose the gold shadow. That did nothing! Junpei, stop!
Forget about using fire.
You know what? This is my fault. I should have analyzed it. They're just wasting their SP.
Roger.
But we're just gonna kill it before it's analyzed. Yeah, this is my fault. I was stupid. No! What the heck? I thought it would...
Continue with the investigation.
Okay, they don't... No, actually they do work the exact same way they do in Fez. It's just we're not strong enough to kill them in one hit anymore. Well, that could have gone better. But it also could have gone worse. So whiny. Can't wait to hear how whiny they are in P6. Okay, like, I'm trying as much as I can to avoid trailers in P3. I do cheat a little here and there, but I'm gonna need to try even harder for P6. Like, I'm going to enjoy that game the most if I just don't know what's coming. And I really, really need to avoid, you know, looking at all the character breakdowns because I'm so ridiculously mean when I see new characters in these Persona games. Because I was like, these old characters are better. I don't like that guy because that's what I did for P5 and that was not fair at all. So I'm not doing that again. I'm learning my lesson. I know I'm biased. I know I'm mean. So I need to cut it at the root of the problem and actually give things a darn chance when they come out. You're using the CPU parties, huh? Yeah, I'm emulating the Fez experience, as this game was meant to be played, because I'm a weirdo who likes it.
3 enemies.
But I'm assuming the AI in Portable works the same way as it does in Fez, because if it doesn't and they don't use other skills, I'm trying to remember, because I know the AI in Persona 4 just doesn't work properly. Like, they'll never use support skills, ever. So, and if Portable's AI is just as bad, then I'm going to turn it off. My cousin has sworn to learn Japanese just to spoil the game for me. Well, he's going to be out of luck because Persona 6 is going to be a worldwide release. I will bet money on it. Portable AI is worse? It's worse than P4's? How bad is it? Oh. Okay, once I start learning skills and battles become more complicated, I'll turn it off.
Excellent attack.
Watch me in action.
For now, I don't mind it, but yeah.
Only one more.
Yeah, that's how Persona 4's AI worked, and it was awful.
Who's the man?
I tried playing Royal with AI because just to give myself a little bit more engagement in battle. That didn't help the problem. In fact, all my team would move before me, and when they would just kill the enemies with bullets, and I'm like, this is less engaging than ever. But that was my mistake.
3 enemies present. Don't get careless. I can do it. Takeba has defeated an
Because it
enemy.
actually is, as annoying as a lot of people find the AI, it actually is kind of satisfying to understand how they think and to plan your moves around that. Because, like, at that point, I knew that Junpei doesn't see a weakness on these enemies, so he's going to use his physical attack. He's going to target the lower HP enemy, so if I weaken one, he'll kill it, and then Yukari will come in and strike the weaknesses of others. So it is quite satisfying when you understand what shadows are weak to what, and you can predict what your teammates are going to use. Especially when you start getting into the tactics menu. I get the idea behind actual...
Enemies detected.
Right, because
First.
guns were buffed in Royal, right? What Royal did was refilled your ammo after every battle. I know... Technically, it is objectively better because you get to use your guns more. I personally, again, this is me personally, I personally didn't find that as fun because it just meant I could spam my gun attacks at the beginning of battle with no cost. It's just a bunch of free damage that's even more than regular physical skills that just replenishes at the beginning of each battle, and there's a lot less strategy in how to time your physical attacks, in how to time your SP. It's just a bunch of free damage that you can just unload all at once, and with every single battle. And I just didn't find that as fun, so I didn't use it as much. Compared to in vanilla, where your bullets were a bit more limited, so you had to strategically use them to strike weaknesses. I do think having limited bullets is not the greatest mechanic. I think if they had a way to replenish bullets, like with items or something, that would be a good medium. Even though that is a little weird with the lore, but I mean, we're talking about game mechanics, we're not talking about lore here. So it just made me stop using bullets altogether because I just didn't find the freedom that much fun. Again, that's just me. A lot of people like the extra free damage. A lot of people found, having more bullets more encouraging. I just personally didn't. I was more satisfied by how it was balanced in vanilla. Well, no, it's not a cost, it's a turn. Well, it does take a turn, but the thing is, with how bullets work, each time you shoot, the shot after that gets increasingly stronger. So instead of using a turn to use one physical attack, you can use your turn to use practically most of your bullets and stack on way more damage than you ever could just using a regular physical skill, because it was balanced. It was programmed with the idea in mind that you are conserving your bullets and not just using a bunch of them at once. It's a really strong attack if you use a lot of them, but you're using a lot of a limited resource. It's not balanced around that anymore. So it still has that damage stack, but without the drawback of it being limited. So I personally saw it as a lot of free damage compared to how it was originally. It's just my own playstyle, really. I'm pretty sure a lot of people whose playstyles are a little different and find different things satisfying in Persona 5's combat didn't have the same issues I did. It was just me, so I just stopped using it, because I just didn't find it as fun. I can use my entire set of ammo one turn and won't do as much as damage as a single Ryuji melee. That depends on the enemy, really. If it's a enemy that's weak to physical, obviously, but consistently when I would use guns, that would just take up most of their health bar. And I'm like, man, this isn't as fun. There isn't as much strategy in it. Guns were pretty bad for damage for me. I saw guns as better way for status effects once you customize them with Gun Daddy. You know what, that is a fair point. I do agree that they were limited in vanilla. I will fully admit that. I just think Royal leaned a little bit too far into it with how I personally like to use guns. But I also understand you're trying to build game mechanics that the majority of people will like, not a minority, so, I mean, if it's not as fun for me, but more fun for most people, then it wasn't made for me. That's just how it is. Like, I can just choose to not use it. As the Twitter meme goes, you choose the buttons you press. So I just stopped pressing it. Problem solved. I mean, that's basically what I did with Showtimes. Showtimes just basically became an instant win button, and I was like, this isn't as fun as actually strategizing my moves. I don't want to instantly win, so I just stopped saying no. So I just started saying no to Showtimes. But I really do think that Reload has high potential to be my favorite gameplay in the whole series. Like, it's got, because Persona 5 Vanilla is my favorite turn-based RPG gameplay I've ever played, and if it's taking some of that and combining it with all the different physical skills in this game, oh yeah, we're in for some fun. Because hot take, I like that there's 3 different physical classes in Persona 3. I like the strategy it adds. Yes, it's a little confusing, but it just makes for more engaging battles overall. It's also, again, my opinion's is this way because I really understand Persona combat in and out, so I like getting challenged a little bit now that I know it. If you're getting thrown into it for the first time, it's gonna be a lot and it's gonna be a little annoying, and I get toning things back for those people. Like, it's very much what I find fun versus what's universally more satisfying. So, you pick and choose. That's not a hot take. Most people like the multiple physical types. Okay, well that's good to know. I figured that's why they simplified it to just 1 in Persona 4. Which, I don't know, I never personally liked that decision. Alright, my teammates got this. Junpei, you should have hit the other one! Yukari doesn't do as much... Oh, she killed it anyway. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna keep pushing until we get to the floor with the bosses, and then we'll call it there. Actually, I should do some Persona fusing, which I can do once I get to the floor with the bosses. Ooh, Glalayen. I want the 3 physical type guns and every elemental type we've seen in the series. Yes! Yes, that'd be amazing. Although I don't think Reload's gonna have that. Reload's definitely not going to have guns, obviously. I thought maybe at first they'd give like Koromaru, Ken, or Aegis like the nuclear or psychokinesis, but from what I can tell, they're not. So we're not getting nuclear or psychokinesis and reload, which is fair, especially since they're giving them better light and dark skills now, or bless and curse, should I say. Which is good, because how bless and curse are done nowadays are much better than how it was done in P3 and P4 originally. So I think that alone will help them a lot. I guess, I don't know if Persona 6 is going to use guns either, but if Persona 6 does has multiple physical damage and every elemental type, which it likely will, then that might be the new best one. So I guess we'll see. Where is it? There it is. Accidentally joined Discord, Lamau. You can if you want to. I don't mind the company. I mean, am I in the right channel? Let me check. Yeah, I am. I mean, I'm in public streaming, so it is what it is. Yeah. You're cool to join in. I don't mind company at all. Like, either one of you are free to join in, Sky, Chariot. I don't mind.
Roger. I'll attempt to analyze.
Like, if I wouldn't jump in on public streaming if I wasn't okay with someone joining in. Nah, that's cool, Chariot. I don't mind. What was I doing? I forgot what I was doing.
Roger.
Oh, I haven't analyzed this one yet. All right, I'll try to actually drag this battle out a bit. No, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Junpei, why? This didn't go well. That didn't go well at all. Oh yeah, you were going through all the Persona OSTs. I remember that. Up to P4D, which is a great album, but extremely complicated. Yeah, there was like 4 different writers for one song for like a bunch of them, right? Also, yeah? Is it an audio issue? I thought I fixed all the audio issues. No. Or is the chat delay getting worse? That would be awful. Oh no, is the stream lagging? Oh, okay. You really scared me with the also. Like, what could it possibly be? P4D songs, I'm expecting to literally have like 4-8 names depending on the song. Wow. That's gonna be a mouthful. Do you have like a separate power bank to store all this stuff? Because I know people will make... Because I know you've got like 8 terabytes on your computer or something. But I know you can make like basically portable hard drives since you're just storing memory. You're not actually loading games of like 16 terabytes. That way it's not permanently stuck to your computer if you know, anything happens to it. And that can help keep a lot of files off your computer, but still safe. Lamau, not that much? You don't have 8 terabytes? You sure you don't need 8 terabytes, Chariot? I know what you save. I know it takes up a lot of gigs. 1 terabyte SSD and 3 terabyte is like HDD. I suppose that's enough. I mean, mine is basically a 1 terabyte SSD and 2 terabyte is like HDD. I'm probably gonna invest into like a portable HDD with like 8 or 16 terabytes to kind of hold all my stream VODs or other materials. A portable 1 terabyte SSD. Oh, that's a good idea. I really need to get that. Really need to get that for my own modded games. Excusez-moi, but could you have a look at the device near you? Oh yeah, this. Yes, of course, Mitsuru. Portable SSD or portable NVMe's SSD? Because that'd be more impressive. Although much more expensive. Oh yeah, let's go down and save. curious about something, about what reload will have, but I also know if I ask it, I'll probably get an answer, and I kind of don't want to get an answer, so I'm not going to ask it. Alright, we've been streaming for an hour-ish. I mean, I'm still down to stream more. I'm just checking to see how far we are again. Ah, nearly an hour and a half. Wow. Let's see. Hold on. Checking Discord real quick. Yeah. Alright, we're good. Alrighty. I really wish I could check it without constantly tabbing out. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I wanted to do some Persona Fusion real quick. Yeah, I know how to make personas, Igor. Hold on. Sorry about that. Just got a knock on the door. Apparently the doggies are getting antsy, so I'm gonna fuse this persona real quick, and then we're gonna take a 10-minute break, and then I'll be back to stream another hour or so. Alrighty. I don't wanna... actually... Where's the compendium? Oh, do I not have the compendium? Oh, that sucks. Well, then I'm definitely not fusing Orpheus away. Coolio. Yeah. I'm just gonna fuse these real quick. Angel has Garu, though. I could really use Garu. You don't get the... A month in? Oh, hey...
A month.
Yeah, a month in. Hey, Sky.
Hi.
I'm gonna fuse this real quick, and then apparently I gotta walk the dogs because they're getting antsy, so... Sorry to take a break literally as you're jumping in.
Yeah, no, I literally heard on... I had the YouTube stream open before I, closed it, and the last thing I heard was, I'm gonna take a break. I'm like, oh, boy.
Sorry.
Nah, it's fine.
You're a little loud. Let me turn you down just a bit.
Oh, sorry.
Actually, no, it's not your fault. Actually, let me figure it out. Does Sky sound alright on stream to you, Chariot? Or does she also sound a little too loud?
Yeah, wait, I'm gonna open up the YouTube.
Yeah.
So I can, and then mute that so I can see what Chariot's saying.
Yeah, actually, yeah, she sounds good. Yeah, you sound good. I might turn you down just 5% or so, just so... There, yeah, there you go. You're at 115. I'm gonna turn you on 105. Perfect. Mic quality is meh. I mean, it is what it is. Hey, we all do what we can for our mic phone qualities. Alright, yeah. Oh, Cherry might join us. It's when I come back from the walking. Alright, I'll be sure not to take too long on the walk then. Don't worry, I'm not gonna run this time and bust open my wrists again.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, please don't do that.
It's okay, they're mostly... Well, it's halfway healed now. It's not red anymore.
That's... You sound just like one of my friends. They play volleyball, right?
Uh-huh.
And they were telling me about whenever I turn my I was talking to them, right? And they kind of blinked at me. They were like, sorry, I think I tried to move my shoulder and I think I blacked out for a second. I was like, don't go back to volleyball. And they were like, we got a game coming up. I was like, we're gonna die.
Hey, you do what you gotta do. I mean, if you know what's coming, it's not that bad. I mean, again, I'm kind of weird. When I say I get mild injuries, I'm talking scrape your knee injuries where it's not that bad, but it doesn't feel great either. When I get injuries like those, my body goes into you're going to pass out mode for no reason. I'm like, it's not that bad. But basically, if I don't want to pass out, I gotta sit down for a couple of minutes. That almost happened to me. Actually, no, that did happen to me at work once when I was working at an animal shelter. I cut my finger on one of the wet food cans. It was not. I'm not gonna say it was a horribly deep cut, but you know, it's kind of a little bit, a little bit. And you know, what I was going to do was like, okay, I'm gonna get a Band-Aid, I'm gonna take my lunch break, and I'm just gonna relax. You know, I went to go ask for the Band-Aid, and then I nearly passed out on the floor asking for the Band-Aid. And then they made me waste the whole day going to the ER, and I'm like, I just wanted a Band-Aid. I was fine a few minutes later. Like, that's just how I react. I just needed to sit down for a bit. I just wanted a Band-Aid.
Oh, jeez.
Like, genuinely, I was fine. I was fine. My body's just going into overreact mode. Okay, alright. Let me save, and then I'm gonna go walk my dogs, and I'll be back in 10:15.
The motorcycle being there is just very funny.
Yeah, I do hope Reload explains how it works a little better, because all this game says is, it's special. Okay, it's very specific. It runs on a plume of dusk, which is basically a piece of shadow, so it gives power to things in the dark hour. Because electricity doesn't work in the dark hour. You have to use kind of the power of shadows to power things in the dark hour. It's what Aegis runs on. And it's very cool lore that the game doesn't explain.
I'm just wondering why you need a motorcycle, like in the place.
I think the idea is that she has a lot of like communication equipment, and it's just easier to bring it on wheels.
I'm just imagining, like, Mitsuru with like a bunch of like computer parts in like a box, right? And it's just on the back of her motorcycle, and as she's like doing these sharp turns, the box just stays there perfectly unmoving.
I thought you were gonna say it breaks into a bunch of pieces, and I'm like, oh no! So much for communication this week. Let's try again next time, boys.
Sorry boys, the computer broke again. Please get a car. It would be much easier to transport. But my motorcycle, I have an aesthetic going on.
I was gonna say, well, I don't think that they have enough power to power a motorcycle, but then I remembered that in Ultimax, they had a helicopter that could be powered in the dark hours, so never mind.
And also, I guess, I mean, like, I don't know, like, how much power she requires, but I'm gonna go on a limb and say that a robot probably requires, like, a fair bit, you know?
She is their highest piece of tech. I mean, they literally programmed semi-sentience into her. Anyway, I really gotta walk the dogs. I'll be back.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Alright, yeah. Let me go ahead and... There we go. And let me play some... Actually, what should I play as background music?
Mass Destruction Persona 3 dancing version.
Fine. Fine.
It was just a joke. You don't gotta.
No, I'll do it. I'm not happy about it, though. Hold on, ad. No, Jared's gonna make fun of me for not having an ad blocker. They mess everything up, that's why I don't have one. Wait, no, this isn't it. Oh, you meant Burn My Dread, not Mass Destruction. Alright, okay.
Do you not have one?
Fine, I'll get Burn My Dread. I'm sorry, I don't have one. They mess everything up. Let's see. Where's the one that Mitsuru dances to? No, because the final one's cool. Where is it? Where is it? This one.
This one. It's the,
Alright.
the same tone you used to refer to Sumere.
Alright, you guys enjoy that.
Oh, we will. Thank you.
Ah! Oh, it's awful! It's awful! Okay, yeah, I gotta go walk the dogs. You enjoy that. Cherry, you can come on stream and make fun of me with Sky. I don't mind. Oh wait, is my microphone off?
No, your mic's on. I can hear
Okay,
you.
okay, because
I was just having trouble
the screen just froze. Okay, no, we're good.
I opened the YouTube stream and then suddenly I heard you twice and I was trying to figure out which one was you.
All right, I will be back.
Bye-bye.
Let's take. Let's take.
Hamburger Chariot!
Testing,
And
testing.
the audience
Three.
and the audience went wild.
Yes, the audio went wild by throwing stuff at me.
Well, welcome.
I just found out that you can leave Discord servers and keep the emotes from them if you have Nitro. So I'm now leaving most of the servers I'm in that I don't talk in, that I want the emotes for.
It feels like larceny. You like pop into a new Discord server, you're like, hey, I'm just here for the emotes, leave immediately.
Yep, Grand Theft emote.
So you're still organized, you're still organizing the, or what is it that you're doing with the Persona soundtrack? You're like
I'm going through all of the very, very legal copies of my soundtracks and re-tagging each of the tracks to have more accurate song names that also have the Japanese titles in them, and more
Hmm.
accurate artist credits, which is extremely time-consuming, and
Benjamin.
boring, and mind-numbing, and not convenient to do in the slightest.
Yeah. I suppose it's the part where I ask, why are you doing it then?
Because I care about video game music too much, and I need it to be accurate.
Right, no, you made a YouTube video about, like, best final boss themes, didn't you? I've been meaning to watch that.
Yes, I did make that for a shameless plug that I didn't even start. Um, Other than that, I also, to continue the shameless plugs, created the most complete archive of The World Ends With You official music on the entire internet. Not only does it have significantly more music than any other collection has, but it also has far more information about each of those tracks than any other collection has.
That's interesting.
It's like
Yeah.
380 tracks. It gave me several mental breakdowns working on because I'm a perfectionist.
Oh,
But
yeah.
hey, we finally have a complete compendium for all of the Toei music out there.
That is incredibly impressive and way more, like, and a lot more work than my greatest claim to fame on the internet.
What's your
Um,
greatest claim to fame?
I have featured in an Among Us meme. That was it.
Totally of equal value and cultural significance.
Literally all I did was act confused in a chat, and that was it. That was all it needed. God. That's honestly incredibly impressive. I won't lie.
Thank you, I spent hundreds of hours working on it.
Yeah, no, I would imagine. Like, I once tried to figure out, I tried to find the Japanese name of, like, something or other. I can't remember what, but it took me, like, way longer than it should have. I don't recall what it was, but it was, like... it was just one thing, so I can't even imagine doing that, like, over and over for hours.
Yeah, it's not only do you have to find all of the music, which depending on the franchise can be ridiculously difficult. For example, a lot of Toei music is frighteningly obscure to the point where I can very confidently say that, like, a third of the music that exists for this franchise, not even 1% of fans know exists.
Wow.
Yeah,
Jeez.
it's a lot. And surprisingly, a lot of that 1%, like, a lot of that third of really obscure music is really fucking good.
Of
Which
course.
is why I compiled it all. Like, fun fact, we were making fun of Mirth earlier for hating the Novoisky remix of Burn My Dread that features in Persona 3 Dancing. It's actually a lot older than Persona 3 Dancing. It comes from a bonus album called At First Persona 3 and 4 Club Arrange. And
Wow.
it's extended, and it also came out literally 5 years before Persona 3 did.
Jeez.
Actually, several of Persona 3 Dancing's remixes come from here, because there's also the T.Comine remix of Aria of the Soul here. So yeah, 2 remixes from P3D actually come from this one album that's 5 years older than P3D, and they're both extended. So you're not listening to the full version on the game. And that's before I even get to the fucking advanced CDs for the dancing games that have all the long mixes, which are the real songs. that aren't cut down to shit.
I'm still listening. I just had to mute. So you can keep going if you have.
Yeah, there's so much music in all of these franchises, and some of it is frighteningly obscure, so I wanna, like, bring it to the highlight and show more people that it exists. Oh god, some of these song names are getting fucking ridiculously long. What is wrong with people?
Okay, my voice has returned.
Hello.
Yeah, no, you said something about the titles getting longer.
Yep, some of these song names are ridiculous because they have multiple English titles and a Japanese title, and they're all really long, so when you have all of them, you get song titles that are like paragraphs.
Well, you know, I don't even know. I don't know.
Do we know anything?
Damn, that's an existential question if I've ever heard one.
This is just like my anime game with the sexy robots called Near Automatic.
Well, this reminds me of the hit Japanese franchise Persona 5.
This reminds me of Neo The World Ends With You, which plagiarized the fictional city of Shibuya from Persona 5.
Oh my god. Did you hear how they built Shibuya after Persona 5 came out in honor of the game?
I did, it was really impressive.
Yeah. Truly a cultural impact. I have I had this like crack idea like a while back for like if I ever did take up like streaming or making videos or whatever for like a Persona 5 Royal playthrough. Like I act like it's a 13 Sentinel spin-off about like Jiro Izumi, like what happened to Jiro Izumi like when he got to 2025. Like the timeline doesn't match up at all. Like it's like it makes no sense, but I would just continue to like be like, yeah, no, it's like really wild how the spin-off came a few years before the actual game came out, but you know.
Just be careful about spoilers considering this is a public stream.
Oh shoot. I didn't even consider that. Oops. I muted the stream, like the YouTube one, so I didn't hear myself talking twice.
Yeah, I should reopen it so that I can read chat, just in case.
The last thing is Mirth basically being like, why did I let you talk me into this? Because I think it's still playing the. I think it's still playing the. Hang on, let me listen. Yeah, it's still playing. Shoot. When did I bully her into picking?
I'd say, can I suggest something? But I mean, Mirth controls all the audio, so I probably can't just play something terrible like the Shadow World DD Mouse Shadow Swing mix.
I don't remember that one, and the more you guys talk about it, the more I'm glad I don't.
Yeah, let me send that to you, because it's bad. Like, it's really, really bad. Contender for worst Persona track of all time. If my computer ever loads. Any day now. You'd think it'd be a little better at this considering it's like a pretty fucking powerful computer, but sure. Oh god, yeah, I can't have the names that long. I just can't. It's too much. What, so if I put the song on voice chat, it will just play, Murph? No you don't. You don't need a music bot. You can just use the YouTube activity and it should do it.
What the hell? Sound effect.
Yep.
Earn activity. I'm not aware of that.
Uno momento por favor.
Earn activity?
Yep, it's YouTube. So theoretically,
watch
that will
the
play on the
access.
stream.
Authorize. Okay. Got it. View host controls. You're hosting, okay.
Yep.
Oh. It's a piano.
I'm trying to hear if the stream is playing it. No, the stream is still playing the other track.
That sure is a piano. Man, they really like that piano. Maybe they should stop though.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a music bot in.
Who keeps messaging me? Like Discord keeps like going boop, boop, and I'm like, no
Oh,
fucking
is
messages.
Rhythm not dead? I thought Rhythm was dead. Okay. Let's grab you then.
Wait, why am I hosting?
Yeah, because I left, because it doesn't work, so
Oh.
I'm using it anymore, because it's shit.
Got it. Leave activity. There we go. How to watch together go? Yeah, sure, it went great. That piano during the song was, you know, they sure liked that piano.
Yeah, it's really bad. Yes, I am human, Discord.
Rhythm just showed up.
Yup. Rolls.
The bot, yes.
Bot. Okay, so Rhythm doesn't work? Question mark? Okay. Cool.
We're winning her over, Chariot.
That would be because she has ears.
I still live. Will. This is so me when I'm burning my dread.
Me when I burn my bread.
That's a knee slapper right there. Man, I fucking love that joke.
Yeah, I've been hearing it for 6 years.
Shocked that people call, I guess, a toaster when technically she wakes you up in the morning, so she would be more fitting as an alarm clock. I don't know. Maybe. Why am I even thinking about this so hard? It's a fucking joke about a robot being a toaster. Oh my god. It always seems to hit a point in fandoms, at least like the fandoms I've been in, where like at a certain point, talking about how like overplayed the jokes are becomes an overplayed joke in and of itself. Like
Pretty much.
it's truly a vicious cycle.
Trying to find a Discord bot that supports YouTube.
Insert. Okay. So how's bot hunting going?
Badly.
Yeah, about what I figured from like all the silence. Okay. God, with the amount of tabs I have open and like the shit I'm doing, I'm starting to feel like it's like one of those fucking management games, you know, where the whole idea is like there's a lot of shit you gotta like just a lot of shit you have to remember to do and like except in real life. Crazy. Just do work. Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-bum, bum, bum, bum. Ba-da-ba-da-bum,
Let's try this one.
Every time I go to post something for the 13 Sentinels fandom in like on AO3, right? I put in 13, and I usually just put that because it's like enough for it. But I always get 13 reasons why before it, and there's something about that that irks me.
Oh, that's cursed.
We live in a world where 13 Reasons Why is more well known than 13 Sentinels. Truly, it is the darkest timeline.
How do I get this bot to join the call now?
God, I'm listening to the Shadow World like remix thing. How do I put this? There was one, you know, the 13 Sentinels branched soundtrack. You know, the songs that were in it. There was this
Really
one,
good.
I can't remember. Yeah, it's really good. There was this one in it that I can't quite remember, and I've always had the opinion that it kind of starts off like weirdly. I would say like it has a lot going on in the beginning before it gets good, I would say. You know, it's like the first few seconds. I can't remember which one it is, but listening to the Shadow World remix reminds me of like if the first few seconds of that song were just kind of extended the length of a song. And it is not good.
Man, I love how bots will just fucking lie and say that they support YouTube when they don't.
It's literally called DisTube. It doesn't like support YouTube.
You have to pay for it.
Fun. Fun. Very fun.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, oh my god.
Hi.
Alright, good to hear you
Mirth
both in
jump
chat.
scare.
I ain't that scary. Not if I tried.
Sure. We will agree to disagree on that front.
I just realized I didn't take my pills today. Chariot, post the gif.
What gif? Oh, the...
Yeah,
the
I was
one.
like, do you, how dare you not know the pill gif?
Your pills. You need to take your pills.
I'm just getting angrier and angrier that none of these fucking bots will let me use
I'll put it in
the heck?
the...
What-
I'll
the
do it
heck?
while you're on that.
I know I've seen the bots working. I had a friend that got it working no problem, and I was like, oh, it's easy. You just command a YouTube link,
Oh,
and then the
okay.
bot will play it in Discord chat. Granted, I don't know if she was paying for it or not. Okay. Took my pills and finished the last of that coffee latte. Now for my chai tea latte.
If one of you can find a bot that will play YouTube videos without money, feel free to add it.
Alright, let me look it up. We can take like a 5-minute detour mode.
Yeah, why not?
I Yeah, I do at least want to put in another hour of work into this game, but I can do this real quick. Discord music bot.
Shared Ascension. Back there was.
Let's see. Oh, here's a YouTube video about how to do it. Oh wait, I can't watch it. It'll the stream will pick it up.
Hang on, I can watch it. Can you send the link?
Yeah, hold on. I'll send it as soon as the ad ends. I don't know if it's any good though, but I mean...
Doesn't hurt to take a look.
Also, once again, I set you guys up for the joke. I called it chai tea, and nobody corrected me.
Oh, jeez.
I'm not paying attention because I'm trying to find a fucking bot that works, Mirth.
Okay.
Here I was doing schoolwork. God damn it.
It's okay. Next,
No, I gotta close all my school tabs.
You'll get
I
him
gotta
next.
do it right now.
Mission
Focus on
failed.
the
You'll get him
chai
next
tea joke.
time.
Oh, man.
Let me make sure that my alerts still work. Yep, that works. That's very loud. That works. Ouch. The alerts honestly aren't too hard to set up. It was just so annoying when they stopped working for a while. You know what the problem apparently was? Streamlabs has this option where you can sign into your YouTube account or sign into your Twitch account directly. And if you pick one and then try to add another, it'll only use the alerts for your primary, so the first one you added, and to fix it you need to sign out of everything and try again. The only way around this is to basically make a Streamlabs account and then link both, and then they'll both work equally. Which is what I did. That was an annoying couple hours though, trying to figure that out. Okay.
Right click on the server. Settings, yeah.
Alright, I'll let you guys try to figure that out. I'm going to stop this remix. I admit, it's kind of catchy. I admit it. It doesn't leave the best first impression, especially when I know how it's, the original sounds, but okay, it grew on me. I am weak. I lose.
We win.
I admit
Yay.
defeat.
Easy victory. Another easy victory for Master Stroke.
Another easy victory for the Pope of the Yaoi Church.
Okay, I swear to God if this doesn't work.
Yeah, stream.
Okay.
It's a little annoying, ain't it? Alright, how long is our streaming going? Like 2 hours now? Oh, yep, we just hit the 2-hour mark. Alright.
Okay.
Alright, let me set things up again. I need to make a better We'll Be Back Soon. I just kind of made this one as a placeholder, and then I'm like, this doesn't complement the darker black space background. I need to make like a purple one. Because, like, I made that image myself. As you can probably tell. It's not that impressive.
Okay, it's at a bot. I'm going to try it.
Alright, what else can I do? Alright.
Due to recent complications, YouTube is not supported anymore. Yay! Please
It says
stop telling
try-
people you support YouTube.
The video says... Oh, wait, why am I typing it? The video says try Nekotina.
Alright. Alright. Thankfully, I don't have to adjust audio of either of you two. I was listening to you two while I was on my walk. You two sounded very clear.
Excellent.
Oh, wow, this floor is full of money. I must have landed on a money floor. I hit the jackpot.
Don't you say it, jackpot. And yeah, there you get that reference. Damn it. Okay.
See, this is what Reload needs. Reload needs more like, is like is like more floors that spice things up. Because occasionally P3 does have rooms like this.
I
They'll
feel a
have,
strong presence. It must be
they'll have
dead.
rooms that are full of money or full of gold shadows or rooms that'll split apart your teammate. Like, it has cool gimmick rooms, and Reload needs more of
Death's
that.
here.
Yeah, I know, I can outrun him.
Depends on where he is, though.
I can
I'm pretty
outrun
sure-
him.
Birth, I don't want to be like a critic, but I'm pretty sure like a lot of like human history's like tales about death would
I
disagree
can
with
outrun him.
you.
No, I did not outrun him.
You can't get around him.
Sense death.
That's the problem.
I did when I played Fez.
Well,
It worked when I
What a-
played Fez.
Persona 5's death screen would be very fitting here. What a truly foolish end.
I thought I could outrun him.
We told
Literally-
you couldn't.
I couldn't Fez. They changed it.
Wow.
Yeah,
it's
it's almost like you should listen to the people who've played Fez. And Portable.
I have played Fez.
I haven't even played either of them. I'm just, aware of the like fucking theme of you can't outrun death in
Yeah, you're just
storytelling, and
not
it's a
dumb.
joke.
Wait, I need to make sure I actually fused the persona. Well, that went about as well. That went about exactly as you expected it would. I really thought I could outrun him. Well, there goes all my money. Darn it.
You deserve all of that.
Actually, no, I got a floor where I'm gonna get more XP. This is better.
She's never punished.
I never learned my lesson. Do you not know me?
2 enemies detected.
Oh my god, it's like throwing you in prison, but then like in your mattress you find like gold bars and also a convenient escape tunnel.
The enemy is vulnerable.
Yeah, that's my luck in a nutshell.
One more. Just
Or my foolish attitude.
You couldn't finish it up.
Your choice.
I forgot how abysmal the sound was in this re-release.
Okay, granted, they did fix it. It used to be way worse. The battles used to have such crunchy audio that was just
They still
wrong.
do.
Yeah, I mean, it's still not great, but it was way worse. They did not fix the Awakening cutscene though. That one still sounds just as bad.
It's funny to me that Golden, at least from what I'm given to understand, it sounds fine.
No,
but,
Golden's actually a really solid port, and it only got better with the recent console updates. I don't know what happened here. Yeah, having put a few hours into this, it's not a great port. I will admit it. I'm just saying, it's a tad more convenient than trying to fight the dumb emulation. Because I'm too dumb to figure it out. But
It's literally the easiest system to emulate of
No,
all time.
okay, look, I can figure out how to emulate it, but it looks so blurry and bad, and every time the profiles blink, there's these white boxes, and the only way to make the white boxes go away is to make everything more blurry.
2 enemies detected.
Oh my god, I tried to type an insult in your chat, but then I like mistyped it, so now I look like a fool.
One more.
Trying to get good?
One more.
I was gonna say try
Good.
getting good, and then instead I wrote trying to get good.
Oh, I didn't even realize you missed the 2. I just input it.
Yeah.
I can't read, I can't spell, I can't grammar, and yet I don't have dyslexia. Nothing makes sense.
I thought you were gonna end
just
it with like the Yosuke, like the fucking from Hi, I'm Daisy, like you get.
Just American.
What am I even good for? I can't.
I love that. I love that line, like how it's like voice acted.
That's
Like I think what ties it all together.
that's my favorite one in the whole one. But you're girls. You can't cook. You won't get naked. What are you even good for? You know, he has a point. I love that so much.
Oh my gosh.
Ah.
I realize now why like Hi, and Daisy must have performed like some sort of fucking like sacrilegious like some sort of ritual to absorb all of the fandom's humor
3
into
enemies
them,
present.
and that's why none of us are funny.
I have no more SP. I don't want. I can't use a snuff soul. I only have 6 left.
I can't use my items.
You want
What
me?
if I?
Okay, genuinely, here is a rule to make you enjoy this game more. You are not allowed to use healing skills until you have absolutely no healing items.
Oh, that's easy.
You must use every item before you can use a restoration skill. And apply it to the entire playthrough. It will actually make you use your fucking items instead of hoarding them for ages, and you will enjoy the game more.
For P3, that's actually not
Okay.
too hard, because P3 is pretty generous with how you can hoard healing items. In fact, when I played Fez, most of my healing was just getting a bunch of medicine and then just spam healing after battles. And
Well, I'm not saying this
Oh.
for Persona 3 specifically, I'm saying this for literally every video game you ever play.
Oh yeah. No.
Oh. You know what, that
You
makes
are not
sense.
allowed to use healing skills until you use your items, because you will never use your item if you don't have to. So use
Right.
them.
Alright, I
Yeah, no, they
used
were-
one of my snuff souls. They did give me 6 of them.
This
Funnily
is the
enough-
point in the game you are supposed to be using them.
Yeah, that is true. I'm not gonna use them afterwards, especially since I can just go to the beginning and get more. I want to try to avoid that though.
Funnily enough, there's a similar logic in Breath of the Wild with your good weapons. Like, just use them. You're not gonna like, because like if you use them on a boss, it's gonna like just die immediately.
Yeah. I personally love the breakable weapons in Breath of the Wild. The only thing I think that system is missing is a way to craft weapons. Like, you get so many materials. Like, come on. Which,
Oh,
you know, Tears of the Kingdom kind of fixes. Ish.
Hmm.
In a roundabout way, but in a very creative way.
Yeah, I like that. I like that the Zelda devs heard like everyone complaining about how like stupid fragile the weapons are, and decided to make it a lore fact that the weapons are super fragile now.
It's
3
great.
enemies detected. They appear
You're like,
strong.
oh, okay, you guys had a problem with that? Okay, now it's canon that the weapons are shit.
Just won't die.
I think it's way better than giving into it and just not making them degradable. I personally don't get the vendetta against degradable items.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
reasons that tend to play on the psychology of players. As soon as you have a weapon that is valuable, you don't want to use it because it's going to break.
I see.
So, that leads you to not engaging with the game's combat. It leads you to not engaging with a bunch of the game's mechanics. It leads to incredibly boring gameplay where you only ever use your Master Sword for resource collection instead of combat,
Excellent attack.
because the Master Sword is the one thing that doesn't truly break.
I guess I can kind of get that.
No wonder.
I just,
No wonder the thing broke. Like, Jesus
I just
Christ.
much
We
prefer
only use it-
I guess the way I see degradability is, at least for me, it kind of encourages me to use more items, because if I just found a few good things, I'd never use anything else, and I'd never experiment with anything else, and the loop of constantly collecting and trying out new parts of a game's mechanics would just wear off. I like that constant loop of, it's like you always gotta get more and more and more. You always gotta constantly keep stuff in your back pocket so you can make that new weapon or item when you need it. It's a constant feedback loop. And when I have one set of a resource that there's so much of and I never need more, that's like that cuts it off. I much prefer like, here's a roundabout example that nobody likes, but I love. In the newest Animal Crossing, your tools degrade over time, and then you have to craft new ones. I love that, cause in the old ones, I even thought about it like once that like I wish my fishing pole would snap so that I could buy another one. I like that the axe degrades over time, and then I have to get a new one. I like being able to, I like the system of I get money, I spend my money on new tools, eventually my tools wear down, and then I have to use what I collected from those tools to buy another one. It was a fun system. Like, why is it only on the axe? Why can't I have that on more stuff? And then I got that. And it's great. I love being constantly able to collect items, have an incentive of why to collect those items, to hoard them, and to use them to build more tools that I'm always going to eventually use. It's so engaging.
Meanwhile, most people are like, as soon as items have durability, you don't want to use them. It doesn't encourage you to use more items, it encourages you to use less. It encourages you to not play the game so that you don't use them because they're too good to be worth wasting.
I guess it's a psychology thing. I guess I just feel about it differently. I like having a system and a loop that engages me rather than a one and done that loses my interest faster. Now, granted, degradability can be used very poorly. I'm not denying that, but I don't know. I like how it's done in a lot of recent games, personally.
I think Tears of the Kingdom does it very well. I don't know if it's just because, I played Breath of the Wild and I recognized that, I recognized, like, using the weapons is actually fun. I should be doing that instead of just hoarding them. Or if it's actually just something in the game design, but it feels a lot more, like I don't feel like I'm hoarding weapons anymore. I feel like I'm actually, like, using them.
That's what I think. That's why I think Breath of the Wild kind of hurts a little bit from not having a way to use materials to craft more weapons. Because ironically, if you had a way to rebuild weapons, you psychologically would understand, it's like I can go ahead and use this really good weapon even though it's about to break because I have what I need to make another one. So it would encourages you to constantly use good weapons because you can always make another one.
Fucking thanks, Discord. They're introducing a new system where you can, if you have Nitro, you can leave servers and there's an option to keep access to the emotes. It didn't work, so almost all of the, like, 15 servers I just left, I don't have emotes for anymore.
What?
Oh no,
What happened? How did it steal them? Because did it just update and it stole them all?
I don't have literally thousands of emotes I used to have.
That's awful!
Discord lied. Curse those major corporations.
It lied to us.
It has only kept the emotes for 2 servers.
Ugh.
I think it's the 2 that were, like, official community servers. So, don't risk it on ones that aren't official community servers with check marks.
Noted. Even though I don't have Nitro, so it doesn't even matter.
Alright.
Man. Nekomata, I think that's how you pronounce its name.
Yeah, Nekomata.
It was very useful for me in my playthrough of Persona 5. Like, it got me through the Madarame fight, honestly. I kitted it out. It was very cool. And then I think I fused it away, I don't remember.
Why didn't I get this box? Oh, it's a ton of yen. I do kind of miss not having save dates where I can kind of frame scum the yen boxes. Because how much yen in there entirely depends on the exact frame you open it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there were some times where I would open a box and it would just give me 92 yen, and then I would open it, then I would, load a save state, wait a few more seconds, open it again, and I'd get 10,000 yen.
Shh. I love gambling. Gambling is so much fun.
So yeah, it changes every frame. It's the same logic that randomly generated Pokemon run on.
2 enemies detected.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, apparently it's very complicated, but you can abuse that to get perfect IV Pokemon that are even shiny, and it's technically perfectly legal. All you do is use programs to be able to get the exact frame you need to summon a Pokemon on. So yes, I do have a shiny Giratina with perfect IVs. It's perfectly legal. I didn't use any cheats to hack it in-game.
We love following the law.
Granted, it is still very time-consuming, so you could argue, like, does this even matter?
Fair enough.
Like,
I mean,
yeah,
I don't
you
play
could hack it
Pokemon
in like, you could hack it in a few minutes, or you could spend a couple hours getting the exact frame right and say you got it legally, but like, yeah.
Yeah, I guess at that point you might as well just grind.
Yeah.
Oh, Creative Commons.
I personally don't. I mean, I'm not gonna knock anyone who does it. Is like who hacks Pokemon for any reason. Personally, I like making my own. Like, yes, I can hack in every Pokemon to be shiny ever, but that takes the fun out of shiny hunting and finding them shiny and owning them shiny. Just, you know. That's my prerogative. Everyone's different.
Mhm.
Enemy defeated. Good job.
You know, I realized I didn't even need to use my Snuff Soul. I could have just paid money and fully healed us all, but I didn't wanna. I'm not spending my money.
My money.
Yeah.
13! The best number.
Wait, did I go? I don't think I'm at level 13.
No, 13 XP is how much you got.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have these two personas again. I don't want to fuse away Orpheus until I have a compendium.
What's it with Orpheus and always having such good designs, like, in media? I don't know what it is. Like, Orpheus in Stray Gods, fire design. Orpheus in Persona, fire design. Yeah. Orpheus just has a good-ass design, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
People love this emo musician boy, I guess.
I've seen some people kind of on Orpheus' design as a femc. They're questioning, like, why it would be different at all. I like that it's a little different to reflect her a little bit. Because, I mean, it is her first natural persona.
Yeah.
It still very much looks like Orpheus, the original Orpheus, but it's got a twist that has her on it. And it looks good. Yeah. I don't know, I think people are a little bit too hard on a lot of FemC's editions, like unnecessarily so.
Enemies detected. They appear distressed.
Like that one article that really tore into the to FemC's route. You know, the same article that says Atlas doesn't have a good history with female characters, like 13 Sentinels, and I wanted to throw my computer when I heard that. I was like,
game journalist getting something wrong? Sure.
I was like, are you kidding me? 13 Sentinels is one of the best female casts. It's like, is what has. That's one of the best female casts I've seen in a video game. Are you serious? That is not the example you use. That's the last example you use. Like, I have my nitpicks with, you know, Mibako and Iori sometimes, but they're consistently fantastic across the board.
Yeah, no, that's just wacky.
And, you know, they also said that Junpei was being a creep in his introduction, and, like, I disagree. I just played it. I think he's being more friendly than he was in the original.
Yeah, that's kind of funny. Ironic, I would say.
Very.
Maybe it's because I'm like thinking, what would be the reason? Like, in canon, like, maybe like because to a guy he's like not really afraid of saying those things. I don't know, man.
I mean, the closest thing I can think of it is that since Yukari doesn't really Yukari doesn't exactly think highly of him. She kind of speaks her mind about, like, hey, you better not be hitting on her. Jeez, Junpei, nobody likes it when you do that. Mind your own business. But, like, that's more reflective on Yukari and Junpei's dynamic. Not how Junpei is treating me. There's a huge difference. And you know, it's very fun to see Yukari and Junpei bicker. I think their dynamic is very well written and fun, but that's strictly their dynamic. Oh well.
The only thing I really know about their dynamic is that one interaction where it's like Ace Detective.
That
are you
one.
stupid or something?
More like words I will not say on stream, but probably wouldn't say off stream anyway.
Oh no, not the no.
No,
not the edited one.
I am not saying. You will not catch me saying that.
What, are they like racial slurs or something?
No, it's.
Hang on, I'll send the meme to you just directly.
There's no way you haven't heard the meme.
Man. Yep.
I'll say this much, it's probably very much my American tongue that doesn't want me to say it. I don't think you'd care as much, Chariot. They probably don't sound good on stream either way, though.
It's muted.
I'm not. I'd like to watch the video on Discord. Unfortunately, the stream will pick it up.
He gets me every time.
Let me see if you posted it though.
All right, I've got the link. I'll put it in no mic chat.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm not gonna play it. It'll show up on screen. Yep, there it is. There it is.
Okay.
Sorry, Junpei. I know you're hungry. Nothing we can do about it. I mean, it's a funny meme. I just
Feel a strong presence.
Oh no! Oh no! Death is here! Death is here! No! Oh no!
What the
oh no!
fuck?
You've never heard that before. You've never heard that before.
No.
You've never heard that before.
No, I like things that are funny, Mirth.
I
Damn.
mean, it's not. Okay, how do I explain the humor of this? It's
No, there is no humor. It's just dumb.
That's exactly it. It's dumb, it's over the top, it's absurd, it's like, what the hell? That's the joke. You're laughing out of discomfort. Which is half the reason I laugh, granted. Okay, please say Death is not right behind me.
He's right behind me, isn't he, guys?
No, shut up, I'm gonna live. Okay. Yeah, just keep going this way. No, okay, I can juke him. Ha! See, I did it.
Brilliantly played.
Sorry,
It's too late for Junpei.
It's too late for Junpei. We can't save him. I'm sorry.
You know, sometimes you can't save everyone. Just run.
I'm sorry, Junpei. Yep. He's dead.
How many party members is it catch that?
Oh no! It took Junpei.
He will be remembered as a hero.
You know what? On that note, I think we're done grinding. Well,
Oh, he's fine.
I don't know how Chariot's never seen that meme before. It's everywhere.
It's really not.
That gets
I mean,
quoted
clearly
in
not if you
video
haven't
all
seen
the
it.
time. Like, Schaeferlis has used the joke in a video. He didn't play the whole thing, but still.
Well, yeah, no, because that would be bad.
No one can play the whole thing. No.
Imagine watching Schaeferlis Persona videos.
They're not great. I like his channel, but I can't say his Persona takes are... I mean, he's allowed to have his opinions. I just don't think they're great ones.
Yeah. He's only had like 2 videos, hasn't he? I don't. Like,
A
I
lot
can't
of his,
remember anymore.
yeah, he doesn't make a lot of Persona videos. A lot of his Persona takes are on Twitter, and
Oh yeah, no.
yeah,
I don't look at his Twitter a lot.
good.
I don't look at
They
a lot of
they-
content
they-
creators a lot.
They sure are something.
But are they worse
now-
than mine?
Yes. Somehow.
Damn. I think that's a compliment.
I'll take it.
A backhand
Oh my
one,
God.
sure.
All right, well, that's enough grinding. I'm sorry, Junpei. We will mourn you.
God, Jesus Christ.
It reminds. I remember this clip of somebody posted where basically the exact same thing happened to Ken. Just like it took Ken. There's no saving him. Oh, the bookstore at Social Link opens. I love the music so much. I wish I knew the lyrics to Time. But I don't even know the lyrics to Way of Life because there's no official lyrics. Nobody knows the opening sentence. Is it I tried so hard, but where did we go wrong? Or is it I tried so hard by flirting with someone? Or is that not what it says at all? The world may never know. I personally think it's I tried hard, but where did we go wrong? But at the same time, you can clearly distinctly hear an L, so it almost sounds like the words are so long, but nobody knows. Nobody knows. No one will ever know. They're not those songs aren't getting remixed and reloads, so the new singer can't sing them.
Oh, jeez. Do you tend to get lost in school? No.
Really great. Could you be a pal and tell me everything about Akihiko Senpai, his favorite food, his type of girl, how he spends his day off, and...
I like that. My favorite bit of, like, characterization, and I kind of, like, discovered this on accident when I was, like, just browsing, like, random Persona videos, is that Akihiko is apparently very popular, and yet simultaneously does not know how to talk to girls.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a very specific thing, because I was literally about to say it when she's like, his type of girl is a girl who is not interested in him. Like, he's just not interested in all these girls swamping him just because he's, you know, the cute, popular guy. He's just not interested in it. He's just like, ugh, they're so loud and annoying. But when it comes to, yeah, actually talking to girls, like, one-on-one, in a setting he's more comfortable with, he's super awkward, and that's adorable.
It's like...
That's like...
It is just an interesting dichotomy.
Like, that almost feels more real that way. Like, yeah, he's not interested in all these girls that superficially crowd him. But when it comes to literally talking to one, yeah, he doesn't know what he's doing. So cute.
I've seen that one, like, clip of where he's, like, sitting in his room, like, with, like, a book that's, like, sentence starters or something like that.
Yeah.
I can't quite remember. And then one of them, he's like, God, like, that is just a horrible pun.
Yeah, because he doesn't know how to talk to people. That's the... Akihiko strikes this weird balance where he genuinely does feel like your trusted superior. He's reliable, he's tough, he is cool, but at the same time, he's also dorky and kind of genuinely awkward when it comes to really talking and getting to know people. He's both at the same time. How is he both cool and yet a dork that's trying too hard? He's both at the same time, and he's not. It's like he's not even. It's like he's both trying too hard and not trying at all. I don't know how he's all of that.
Honestly, that kind of reminds me of some of my favorite media where it's like, it should be really stupid, but it's like very cool at the same time.
Yeah.
I think a good example is Metal Gear Rising: Revenge. I think that's like my go-to example for like, wow, look at this fucking cringe ass shit that's kind of awesome when you like, I don't know.
Ah, it's like JoJo.
Oh my god, yeah.
It's incredibly stupid, and you can't take any of it seriously, but it's also awesome, and I love it.
Yeah.
You cannot consume JoJo the same you do any other media, because if you're taking JoJo too seriously, you're watching it wrong.
Right, yeah.
But at the same time, you also need to be fully absorbed in the moment to fully appreciate everything that's happening. It's like you need to acknowledge that everything's stupid, But it's also, but you can't say it's so stupid that your enjoyment stops. Because it's a weird thing. You just can't watch JoJo the same way you watch anything else, and I love it for that.
No other piece of media has caused me to ask my cousin to pause it so I could have a little moment so I could just breathe and go, what the fuck?
That's my favorite part. It's just every time I think I've seen it all, JoJo will just do something. It's just what the heck? What? How many parts have you seen?
I've seen I'm watching through part 6 right now.
I haven't finished part 6 either. I still think the stupidity peaked in part 4 when Josuke picked up the piece of paper and opened it and it said to be continued. And then in the next episode, it starts with him opening the paper and then the gun comes out.
The fucking gun paper.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
JoJo same in the same vein, on the topic of part 4, people joke that one of the characters came back to life because he was too stupid to die, and I used to think that was a joke, but it's it kind of is, but it's close enough to the truth that it's kind of ridiculous.
That's JoJo. That is JoJo in a nutshell. Anyway, time to start on the old person link.
Oh yeah, old people.
Welcome. What would you like today? We have fresh mackerel. This is a bookstore. Sorry, as you can see, we don't sell fish here. You must be a student, aren't you? You must be from Gekukan High. That means you've probably seen the persimmon tree there. I actually did see it. It's kind of funny, when you're highlighting over the tree, it'll say persimmon tree, and then when you select it, it'll say it's a tree. You don't know what kind of tree it is, but it seems to hold some significance. And I'm like, the game just told me it was a persimmon tree. What do you mean you don't know what tree it is? It says so right here. Why didn't it say mysterious tree, and then you come back later and it updates to persimmon tree?
Because that would be slightly more effort.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, I know it doesn't matter. I just think that's funny.
There was a joke like that in the High-End Daisy Persona 4 video.
You wanted to say that, but you didn't have enough common sense. That's just the game. That is just Persona 4.
I think it was when Kanji gets sorted to the TV and he's like, you recognize it, except you don't.
Oh, you mean the Yukiko one, where it's just I'm wearing a kimono because I'm running my mom's inn. And then the interview, Yukiko is wearing a kimono because she's running the inn that her mom works at. Let's watch the
Kawamagi is wearing a kimono because she's filling in for her mom at the inn they run.
Yes, that's
an impression.
That's on point, on point. And then watch the Midnight Channel. You see a girl in a kimono, but for some reason you don't know who fits that description.
I can't go for that. I'll never ever get over it. I don't think I will. My final words on my deathbed will be, why didn't they recognize her? And then I'll die on the spot.
Anyway, Persimmon Tree, Gekukan High School. It's not clear how the tree and this old couple are connected. He's rambling on like an old man. Just ignore him. After saying goodbye to the old couple, you decided to leave the bookstore.
Damn, it's almost like he's old.
Alright, yeah, I gotta go get the Persimmon Tree leaf, then I can unlock rank 1. I know a lot of people kind of prefer that it's easier to get around in Portable compared to Fez, because one, it has fast travel, and 2, you can fly through the map easier. But I don't know, I kind of like enjoying, you know, just slowly...
the walk.
Yeah, the walk there. Just taking in the atmosphere.
Instead of
the world.
Fancy kind of just blinking at us a lot.
Yeah. Like, again, this is definitely more convenient for a replay, but I'm very much glad I played Fez first, so that I actually know where I'm going. You found a leaf on the ground. It obtained persimmon leaf. Now I
like
can
that
call
you
it
have
that.
to find it on the ground. You can like get it from the tree.
I can't pluck a healthy leaf.
Fair enough.
Every time.
Oh, I got it wrong.
I wish I knew the words. It's such a pretty song.
Yeah, I remember I think it was this song that in the dance remix had like it got old timey for a little bit, and I loved that. That was like so good. Let me see if I can find it real quick. See if it's cool.
How many guess smoking or non-smoking? Can I see that leaf in your hand? I held it in my hand. I didn't press it between a book or something. Yeah, it's a shame I can't buy books at the bookstore. I wonder if they'll change that. I hope they do. The old man is showering you with praise.
Okay, I think it's this one. So,
It's not that much of a
Yeah.
pun. Stumpy legs is already an expression, man.
copy.
My wife Mitsuku and I'm Bunkichi. I'm Mirako. Mirako Mausumi. Mausomi, sorry. It's
Oh
with
my
an
cat.
O, not a U. Mirako-chan.
Yeah, this one. One has a bit in it where it like gets old timey sounding on that part. Very good.
You got to know the old couple a little better. Alright, that's another link started.
Kinda on topic. Persona's like the only franchise I think so far that I found where the power of friendship, like, actually, doesn't feel bullshit to me.
I'd agree so. Well, I'm not gonna say it's the only media that I don't think it's ridiculous, but I would say it's definitely one of the few, because it's inherently a very cheesy concept, and sometimes you can kind of meet, like, I guess if it's like a little kid's show, you can meet it on its level, especially, if it's done with heart, but outside of that, you gotta have specific circumstances to make it work. I think what makes sets Persona apart is that it literally built itself on the concept of, the bonds between human connection, strengthens your psychology and willpower, and that translates into actual combat in lore-wise.
Yeah.
Like, it is built around that concept. So yes, the power of friendship is quite literal.
Yeah, no. I think OSP Red put it best in like her video about the power of friendship. Basically, she was like, the power of friendship can be fun. It's a lot like sugar. At like a little bit can be really good and enhance a meal, but you put too much and it's just gonna overpower the whole thing.
Actually, sugar is a perfect analogy because when you're young, there's no such thing as something tasting too sweet. You love sugar, and then when you get older and your bones stop growing, things start tasting too sweet to you. So sugar's the perfect analogy.
There's still no such thing.
That's literally.
Yeah, I think you're just.
No.
I think you're just
You're
old,
just
bro.
weak.
No, that's a
just
literal
old.
fact. No, that's a literal fact. I can look it up.
No, the
No,
old woman.
Yes, it's a literal fact according to all of the old people that are coping because they're boring and they suck.
Let's get you to that. Get you to the retirement
Do
home first.
things become too sweet?
Good thing Google's run by old people. They'll back up murder.
When you grow up. No, it is a. Okay. Preference
Yes,
for...
a fact according to all of the old people.
No, from natural nourishment, preference for sweet taste should decline during late teens, which is when most children stop growing.
Incredible.
However, it is
17,
not
I could
uncommon
go
for
down.
adults to play into their childhood tendencies and reach for sweeter foods. So, yes, it is preference, but generally people's taste for sweet things decline a bit as when your bones stop growing.
Okay, old woman.
Shut up! I'm not that old!
Yes, you are.
I
You're
s-
a MILF.
I
Not
sound
even-
younger than you!
Not even. You're just an M.
No, I'm not.
Damn. You got hit.
Dang. Dang. I'm not even the M with the benefits.
R.I.P. Mirth. We'll have your funeral next week, because let's face it, you're that old.
I suppose
He's already had the funeral.
if this was in the 18th century, I'd only have a couple years left.
Oh, jeez.
Where have you been?
You know, you're right. I found a picture of myself from 5 years ago, and then it hit me like, dang, I used to be so baby.
Oh, how quick youth rots away. There we go.
I looked more baby, but I haven't sounded any older.
Yeah, no, it's really funny. If you hadn't told me, like, your ages, I would 100% assume that Chariot is the older one, simply
Oh,
from his
absolutely.
voice.
Absolutely. I do not sound my age. I've never sounded my age. Like, a lot of
Meanwhile,
people...
I probably sound like I'm in my mid-30s or some shit, and I'm not even 20 yet.
late 20s at most.
Meanwhile,
look
I
on the-
refuse to listen to my voice because like God was like, yes, let us give you the deepest fucking voice I can like find in my little bank.
I don't feel too bad. Chariot's voice is deeper by comparison.
My one comfort.
Oh yeah, let me actually do something for the evening. I'm not studying again like a nerd.
You know, Mirth, you really need to take your studies more seriously. Like, God, all this gallivanting around town, like, you're not even thinking about your future. For shame.
No, I'm gonna sing for the next few hours. Just like real life. You sing for hours and hours. Your courage has increased. Way of life, way of life. You're still tired. Darn it, I should have gone to bed early.
I can't hear anything when you sing that bad.
I was in choir, I'll have you know.
Oh, I'm sure everyone was crying.
I keep wanting to say, I think Mirth sounds nice, but then, like, Chariot says something funny and can't help it.
Just from you, I'll accept that.
You don't seem to be feeling well.
No. Okay, I'll go to bed early today, which is what I never do.
I love how this server calls itself an Umineko server, and then it has like 3 Umineko emotes, and they're all of a character you haven't even met yet, Mirth.
She probably comes
Wow.
out. She probably comes out in chapter 7 or episode 7.
Or 8. They do literally introduce characters in the final episode.
How many more characters can they still
wacky
introduce? Don't we have all our main ones?
Oh, you're funny.
Incredible. I've never heard someone accurately depict the Sans laugh, like with an actual laugh. But I guess I just did.
Fucking God.
God, kid.
Oh, my level of violence is quickly increasing.
Stop!
Your love's
Stop!
increasing. Nice.
I'm not going into a laughing fit on stream. I can easily go into a laughing fit for like 10 minutes if you let me. I didn't pick the name Mirth for no reason.
I guess you could say we got her funny bone.
God, I wish I had a drum set in here so I could do the
No, I'm not doing this on stream. Okay.
No, most of Undertale's blocked from my memory, so I can't make any more topical references. I repressed that shit well.
Shame, it's a good game.
I mean, yeah. I don't know. I think the reason most of it is repressed is because, like, I had a big, like, man, this fandom is bad, so therefore the game is bad, of course, years ago.
Yeah.
And I still haven't gotten fully over it.
Yeah,
Or, well, I
that's
haven't
fair.
played the game since, so it's like, which is not fair to Undertale, because it is a legit good game.
Where did we go wrong? Hoped we could, but I won't start over again.
We're about to find out that Mirth thought it was pronounced choir when it was actually crier.
No, we're not doing. No, then everyone in my country has gotten it wrong.
Yes, that would be
You know what, that's-
barely in character for your country.
You know what? That would check out. Didn't compromise for the love. What did you pronounce it? Kyre?
Crier.
Crier. Ah, yes, the whole crier. No, I'm not going to be in a laughing mood today. Don't do this to me.
I am back. What'd I miss? Were we bullying America again? Because if so, I'm so sad I missed that.
Yes.
Gag nabbit.
I'm trying to
I can
figure
still
out what
get
to
a
do. Oh yeah, when
I can still get a few licks in. What the fuck is up with your news, and why does it keep eating mine?
it's done that since 2016. It's awful.
No, it's done that for longer.
Really? I thought it all started.
Yes.
Okay, well, that's just when I became more socially aware. I apologize for us tormenting you for far longer. I wish our country
you're-
would shut up.
Your politics consistently drowns out ours, even when we're actively in the middle of election campaigns.
Gosh, we're the worst.
Yeah. I legit, like... CTV, like, the only reason I ever use the, like, cable at this point is if, like, CTV is on. And that is a sad fact, but it is easier to find Canadian news on cable television than it is online. Because, you know, North America, it's all the same.
I get most of my news from Twitter.
Yeah. You lucky bastard. Or unlucky
I mean,
bastard.
I get.
for
I
using
mean,
Twitter.
I know Twitter is not technically the most unbiased way to get news, but you get a lot of details that the news don't like giving.
Hmm.
Never felt me. But where did we go wrong? Oh, Yukari! Yes, I did come to shop actually. I just spent most of my money. Next time? No, I have nothing to do. Hang out with me now, Yukari. Yukari! Hang out with me now.
Lol.
This is Junpei all over again, where he said he said he was going to go to the movies with a friend, but the friend canceled out on him, and he's complaining that he has nothing to do. Meanwhile, I haven't unlocked anything because it's so early in the game, so I have nothing to do. So we're both complaining about how bored we are.
Like the game is like taunting you.
It was! It was awful! Like, just let me befriend this man.
I think the only way that could have been more on the nose if the only way it could have been more on the nose is if Junpei was like, man, I've only had some friend to hang out with.
He practically
Unfortunately,
did!
That is not you.
Oh, he didn't say that part, but he did say the other thing.
Oh my gosh.
It was mean. I don't think there's no one to hang out with. I guess I can go see a movie.
I'm just imagining that was like the same thing you did when you ran into Junpei. Like, wow, movie? That's a great idea. I'll go alone.
It's sold out. No, you can't go to the movies in Fez. I wish. It's right there, but you can't.
Wow.
I mean, you can go to when there's... The only time I think you can go is when there's like a week of like a movie festival, and you can take your teammates one by one to go hang out with them. Those events were actually pretty cute.
Some money.
I can't do anything. Oh, look, there's a couple there having a date.
Man, I love when games tutorialize things subtly. For example, this game tutorializes that you can not be a fucking loner and actually...
Yeah, like read what this man says. Wait,
Oh,
no,
like, wait, I was
that's
joking.
that's not what he said last time. He said like, it's like, you know, he's like, what excuse do you have to not date anyone? You're young, get out there, grab a sweetheart of your own. And I'm like, yes, I know.
Wow, it characterizes old people perfectly, like getting way in your business for no fucking reason.
Screw it, I'm gonna go to the cafe. I have nothing else to do.
Out of curiosity, have you guys played the Henry Stickmin games? I know this is a random topic. But
I
I've been thinking
haven't
about it
played
recently.
them myself, but back in the day, I did watch Markiplier and Jacksepticeye thoroughly play them. They were very funny. I have been meaning to just play through them myself because I haven't seen them in a few years, and like the collection goes on discount often.
Yeah. I'm pretty... oh, actually,
Welcome back.
Flash would have been discontinued, so that means most of them are probably not there anymore.
You mean the free on what site were they used to be on?
I don't know. I would just like Google up Henry Stickmin and then like just click the first link because I was a dumb kid.
Yeah, they used to be free. Free Flash. Oh, Flash. They were on they were on Adobe Flash games. They used to be free there, but you know that site went down. So he basically ported them all to Steam in a big collection, and he redid like the oldest one. He smoothed up some of the how to get all the endings for other ones, and then he made like a whole new one that tied together pretty much all the plot points from other ones.
It was awesome.
Yeah,
honestly.
like for
legitimately.
$20, that's actually a really good bundle. Like, yeah, technically you're now paying for a bunch of games that used to be free, but it's a legacy.
Those games were good.
You know,
I'm gonna straight up say it. I think the games were worth it.
yeah, like one, it's not even that much money for what you're technically getting, and like it's a legacy thing to have them all in one package in a convenient way, and it's a lot more convenient than when they were free. And again, you're getting new stuff. You are absolutely getting new stuff. Like the newest one he made for the game was his biggest one yet. So
Yeah. Man, I remember like every time I would learn there was a new one, I'd get like so hyped. Like I would see like, oh, Jacksepticeye uploaded a new video. New Henry Stickmin. All right, sorry Jack, I gotta go play the game first, then I'll go.
yeah, I do want to replay them because it's been a few years since I've seen them all, and I think I've forgotten at least half the gags.
I can't wait for the next Mirth Mouser stream playing the Henry Stickmin collection.
I have too many other games to play. Like, I'm already at a very bad habit of only streaming once per week when I need to be streaming more.
Tell you what, if $20 falls into my lap, I will like just get the game, and then I will stream it.
Do you have? That
And I
depends.
will
You got a
ignore the
credit
games.
card?
I got a gift card.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You can technically do that. Yeah, just go to the game store, buy a gift card with cash.
Mm-hmm.
That's the non-credit
I will-
card way to do it.
Yeah, let me see, actually.
I
haven't
suppose you
even
can
looked at my-
technically do that if you get like a Google Play card and then buy a bunch of other stuff through Google Play.
Hmm.
Nah, that depends if... I guess it depends if what you're buying through is compatible with... Oh wait,
Yeah.
forgot. That room... I keep forgetting that I don't live in the boys' dorm.
Why don't I live in the boys' dorm? This is a transgender moment, I think.
I'm having
Nah.
memories of a previous life where I lived on the second floor.
Okay, I will say, while they don't make sense, I think, like, within, like, the actual canon, I do like the AU/headcanon thing of, like, the Persona 3 protagonists being twins. I do like that. I think it's, like...
That is a cute headcanon.
I don't think it's, like... I think it would be more AU, unless nothing in canon actually, like...
Nothing in
conflicts with it.
canon technically contradicts it. Like, the closest thing you could see to it in canon is that what we do know is that you lost your parents. That can always like it's like lost your parents / family in a car crash when you were. It's like when you were only 6 years old. Like that is canonical. Whether that means it was just you and your parents in that car, or you, your parents, and your sister in that car, totally up to interpretation. You can take that as you want.
Yeah.
So it works.
That's great.
It works either way. I think I mentioned this during the first stream, but I may as well repeat it here. It's like my favorite. I don't have anything against P4, P5 for doing this. You know, just picking the main character as the chosen one. I don't have any problem with it. It gets the story going. But I love how Persona 3 does it. It's just like you're not picked because you're special or you're a chosen one or anything. You were just unlucky enough to be on the bridge that night. That's it. There's no other reason for it. You just happen to be in the wrong place at the wrong time.
In a darkly way, you are still the chosen one. You were just chosen not
Yeah.
very, like,
Yeah,
chosen
that's what.
in a very different way.
That's why I think the FEMC works so well. Like, it could have been any kid on that bridge. It's just, in this universe, it was her.
Hmm. Well said, yeah.
Remember how great Kirijo Senpai's speech was last week? Oh yeah, that speech was awesome, although I didn't understand most of it.
Oh my god.
Persona games in a nutshell. Yeah, the game was awesome. I didn't understand most of it.
This is definitely a, so at my school, we had a lot of people coming up to give speeches. I don't know if they knew or not, but the mics weren't working properly. They were incredibly muffled.
Oh no!
So none of us could understand anything. So basically, everyone was saying something along the lines of, "Yeah, those speeches were great. If only we could, hear them." I didn't.
I guess
like
you have to
one guy
you have to
who
vote on
understood.
whoever looks the coolest.
Like, we fully just ended up going we could only hear one guy because he was more yelling than actually using the mic. But I almost appreciated that. It was the first time in an hour and a half I actually woke up and I was like, whoa, someone's talking.
You had to spend 2 hours listening to people give speeches?
An hour and a half. It was like an event thing.
Oh, that's horrible.
I
had to spend.
Especially because it was outside in the sun.
Nobody's gonna vote for anyone then. I never had a.
Oh no, it wasn't a student council election thing. That's next week.
Oh.
It was just a bunch of teachers coming up to talk about something. What? I'll never know because I didn't hear any of the
I
speeches.
still don't even know what student council actually does in American schools. It all just feels like a publicity nonsense for better grades.
Yeah, no, that's from. I'm in student council this year, and we've been talking about the student elections, And from what and from everything I'm hearing, it very much just sounds like that's something you can put on your resume.
You can put on your resume, you look good, you have to attend a few meetings, but you don't really do anything.
Yeah.
That's just how I'm taking from it. Like, I'm not trying to undermine if you actually do any work, but that's how it's always looked to me. I know it's very different in Japanese schools. They actually get a ton of work to do, but still. The principal got jealous, so he scheduled his own speech to compete with her.
I'll be right back.
Alright, no worries, no worries. I need to pay attention to the game. It's fun to chat, but I gotta get through this game.
We'll now begin this morning's assembly. First, our principal has some words he'd like to share with you. Please give him a warm welcome.
Thank you.
What's the deal with the assembly?
There is none. It's here to waste our time, Yukari.
You think it's about the recent incidents?
No, that'd be useful.
Who cares? The principal doesn't know anything about the shadows anyway.
My sentiments exactly, Junpei.
I just hope this doesn't take too long.
My sentiments exactly, Junpei.
I know. His speeches always drag.
Today, I'd like to tell you about my vision for this school year. As you are aware, strange incidents have been reported on the news lately. It is my firm belief that none of you are involved.
You sure about that?
However, if we want to better our school, then we all need to accept responsibility for change. Dig deep down inside and tap into your imaginations. But don't lose touch with reality.
You really are just trying to mimic Mitsuru's speech.
As they say, there's no use crying over spilled milk. This is the key to reaping all the rewards that school has to offer.
Wait a minute. Doesn't this remind you of Mitsuru Senpai's speech?
That it does.
Yeah, you're right. What's up with that?
I need to figure out how to get those school pins, like the green-yellow one. I need that for my costume. Oh, hey, Mitsuru. What kind of request?
I'm gonna head off.
Alright, thank you for keeping me company. Alright. Glad to have you here, though. Alright, bye-bye, Chariot. Ah, nice to have him around for a bit. I'll stream a little longer. Oh, this teacher. So the answer is x equals 1. Okay, your assignment is to figure this one out. Math isn't fun if you don't understand it. That's why I get frustrated with math. No thank you. Alright, today is the 27th, so that works out to your turn, Mitako. Do you know when numbers were invented? Shoot! Ah, darn it, I thought it was 10,000 years ago. I should have looked it up. Oh, there goes my academics and charm. No! No, I'm a failure. I need to restart. No, I'm not gonna do that. To make a long story short, I want you to join student council. Sounds like a lot of work. Is that all? Well, leader in battle, not the official leader of seas. Alright. Oh, okay, now we're gonna talk to Miss Toriyumi in the student council. I remember doing that, but I guess it wasn't for clubs. Sorry I made the arrangements without your permission, but I hope you understand the position I'm in. Didn't give me much of a choice, Mitsuru. Alright, well, I know where I gotta go. Are you forgetful? Very. I don't think you realize how true that statement is, Junpei. Maybe. Then don't make... Oh yeah, weapons. Well, I can't buy at night. Yeah. Well, I don't really have any money for more weapons. So it is what it is. Alright, I'm gonna try to stream maybe 30-ish more minutes, and then I'm gonna call it. Maybe a little less. We'll see. Yeah. Alright. Oh, Rio! Well, I have to go to the student council. Well, I can't hang out with her anyway. I think the game's telling me to go to the student council room. Alright, it's just a matter of getting through some of the beginner stuff. Because once I really get into the groove of the game, we'll start flying by material. Faculty office, there we go. I need to stop humming everything. All the music's so catchy, though. Oh, Miriko, can I help you? About student council. Oh yes, I heard from Mitsuru. All you need to do is read this and sign here. Miriko Mausomi. Good luck in student council. Oh, I should have entered when I felt bad. He would have given me medicine to cure me. No, I was a fool. Ugh. Well, that was Sunday, granted. I didn't time. Look,
What is up, gamers?
Yep. Chariot already signed off for the evening. I think he was getting
Yeah, I
a little
noticed.
worn out.
Yeah, I could tell he was getting a bit tired.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. You know, you only have so much of a social meter, and once it's out, you gotta take a break for the day. I'm probably only gonna... Yeah, go on.
And also, I think my joke about him sounding like Sans might have destroyed him on these.
Oh no! I just thought the comparison was funny. I didn't take it personally.
I'm joking. I'm like.
No.
I really need...
You didn't say anything too bad. Don't feel too bad. Like, I'm pretty sure he knew it wasn't all good fun. You know. I mean, it sometimes hits that way. Like, you know, for example, I don't really mind him picking fun at me. In fact, I find it hilarious. Is like really. Although, admittedly, it's like you know, it's like him saying, and I'm sure, but it's like the comment of people in choir not really liking my singing was like, you don't need to remind me of how much they actually picked on me back then. I know it was a joke. I know you didn't know, but
Oh dear. I think you sound great, Murph.
Yeah, it's like,
just what it's worth.
Yeah, just brought up a little bad memories there, because those girls were not nice.
Yeesh.
But Chariot didn't mean it that way, so I don't hold it against him. What was I doing? I forgot.
You said something about Sunday sucking.
Oh yeah, because I was sick Sunday. I was sick the previous day, so I was like, darn it, I should have gotten to get the medicine because I was sick. And I was like, wait, it was Sunday. I couldn't have gotten the medicine because I poorly planned my schedule. And then I was saying I was dumb. And now I'm like, what do I do with my free time?
So it was closed Sunday, was like...
Yeah, that's the school.
Church?
I don't think church is like Sunday church is a thing in Japan.
Yeah.
I mean, I know they have their shrines, but I don't really know I don't think they have a designated day of the week for it.
Yeah.
I suppose that would correspond with Sunday often, because Sunday's kind of, there's no school today. A lot of people don't work on Sundays. So I guess people would visit shrines more often.
Yeah.
I don't know the full etiquette.
Now that I've traveled to a few places in Europe, I found out that, like, not doing, like, no work on Sunday is also a thing there. Is that Shinji?
No.
Get in the robot, Shinji. Woman.
Really? You've been around Europe?
Yeah, like, we did, like, a month travel in, like,
That's
August?
Oh, that's so cool.
I mean, to be fair, it was mostly around Serbia. It was not like...
Still.
We didn't go to Italy.
Still, I've never been out of the country. That's awesome. I've always wanted to explore someplace out of the country, but I have no idea where I'd go. Since I've never traveled internationally, I wouldn't know where to start, and it's expensive. Like, how am I going to afford that?
Yeah, no. There's been, like, talks of, like, oh, where are we gonna have the grad trip, or, like, whatever, and I don't know what to say, because I don't know where I'd want to go. Like...
To have enough money for a graduation trip, man, I can't even imagine that. I'm envious, honestly.
It seems like a lot of people are, like, pooling together, basically, to do it.
Yeah, that's the only way you'd be able to do it. I mean, there's a lot of places I'd like to see in the world, like my childhood friend and I, like, she talks about all the time about one day wanting to visit Japan. Like, she's genuinely a lot more passionate about it than even I am. I'd like to go because I think it's cool. She wants to go because she's genuinely passionate.
Yeah.
Like, that'd be awesome, but at least, like, when I'm first leaving the country, I'd probably want to at least get my feet wet with maybe an English-speaking country. Like, kind of know what it's like to travel abroad a bit, and then I tackle a country where English will not help me.
Honestly, that's fair. I got lucky because Serbia and a lot of places there, people, like, speak English, or, like, it's a second language.
That's fair.
Like, pretty common there, so yeah.
It's not like Japan has no English options. I mean, English tourists are pretty common, but even still,
Right.
Trying to think of what to do. Oh yeah, I forgot. I have to go to the student council.
Oh yeah, we were talking about student council before I left.
Okay, I knew I was forgetting something.
Man, student council, it's like when we were told what the duties of student council president would be, it was essentially just the role the teachers would have, like, because the thing is, this is the first year we're having a president, like a student council president, like, in a while, and from what I'm given to understand, it's basically just the same role the teacher who was like supervising it previously was like having. Basically, there would, in previous years, there would be a teacher, right, and they would be like kind of the one directing the meeting. They'd be like, okay, let's discuss this, discuss that, if someone wanted to suggest, hey, let's have a dance on, like, this day, then they'd be the one to be like, yeah, do we think that's a good idea, blah, blah, like, talk to other teachers about it, like, essentially...
An activity advisor.
Yeah. So, now that role is getting passed on to students, and I know there's talking about, like, oh, it's good for, like, building leadership skills and all that, and I'm sure it is, but, like, I cannot help but feel like it's mostly, like,
just pawning work off on kids.
Yeah.
The only real difference is that kids kind of get their voices heard, but even then, not really, because they have to get everything approved by a teacher.
Yeah, it's basically just adding extra steps to the whole process. Actually, funnily enough, there was a point in the, today, when we were having, like, oh, who's going to be, a student council president, like, when she was saying you had to have someone stand for you to do it, basically. So someone else would have to go, I want to go put this person as a...
Yeah, like, you can never nominate yourself. Even real politics work that way.
Yeah, and they said it was to emulate politics, but, like, I couldn't help but wonder, like, if this was kind of, like, unnecessary, because, like, literally as she was talking, people were like, "Hey, can you like, you know, just, do it for me?" And they're like, "Can you do it for me?" Yeah. Okay, then I'll do it for you.
Well, there you go.
Literally in front of her.
Well, that's emulating real world politics perfectly then.
Oh God, yeah, no. I literally made a joke at one point because me and two of my other friends are running for president, and we're like, we make up half of the thing, right? And I said, wow, our odds of winning have gone from 1 in 6 to 1 in 2. And I said, could this be emblematic of real politics at all? And then one of them said, I'm sure it's not. Like,
No.
with like heavy sarcasm.
Real politics are unfortunate.
Hmm.
Let's see.
Are we about to advocate for anarchy on Mirth's YouTube account, public YouTube account?
I'm not going to. I'm not going to advocate against it.
Good wording. You would make a fine politician.
No, no, that's the last thing I want.
Oh yeah, no. The most vile insult I could think of.
No. Sophomore, although I suppose by Japanese high school rules, there's technically no such thing as a freshman.
Really?
Yeah, high school is 3 years, middle school is 3 years, and elementary goes up to 6th grade.
Oh wow, interesting.
That's-
Where I live, it goes from elementary school to 7, like grade 7, and then you go into high school.
Really?
Straight away.
Really?
Yeah.
In the U.S., elementary schools from kindergarten to 5th grade, middle school is 6th to 8th, and then high school is 9th to 12th.
Yeah, we don't have a middle grade. At least, like in the area I live in, we don't.
Makes sense.
Be in other places in Canada.
Yeah, that's why, in 3 and 4, they go by titles like junior, senior, sophomore, and then when Persona 5 came out, it's just like first year, second year, third year. And like, yeah, that's technically more accurate. Yeah, I keep wanting to hum along to the music too. It's so good.
I like his face. Clearly, you've never owned an air fryer.
You're right. You're right.
I love that stupid fucking expression. Like that stupid meme where like clearly you don't own an air fryer. Like goddamn.
What's the benefits of one anyway?
That is actually where I learned what an air fryer, that an air fryer even existed.
Same here. I was like, what's an air fryer? And just like, clearly you don't own one then. I'm like, okay, but what's an air fryer? I mean, I assume it fries the air, but why?
Can't believe Tony Stark bullied me over my like an air fryer. Oh jeez.
Oh hey, I
Speaking of
never finished this Arcana when it came to Fez. I really should have.
Really?
No, I didn't finish a lot of social links in Fez.
Oh, fair enough.
I mean, I finished a good amount of them, but there's a lot I just didn't.
I really hope that if I get royal this weekend, because I'm going on a trip. I really hope that if I do end up like snatching it, I'm able to finish all the social links this time, because when I played 5, and I didn't have the most optimal run, right?
Yeah, neither did I.
And so that meant as I was like making the rounds and saying goodbye to everyone, some people were just like, I guess you can't help me anymore. Alright, bye, lol.
Oh, that's so sad.
And I was like, I'm sorry, why?
Yeah, I didn't have the
wish I could help.
I didn't have the most optimal route when I did my first playthrough of 5 either. I got about like half of them done, but still. Now Royal, I was this close to having a flawless run. The only one I didn't technically finish was Futaba's rank 10. And I also didn't do Sumire's rank 11. So you
jeez.
could argue I'm technically missing 3 since I didn't do her rank 11. I didn't do Futaba's rank 10 and 11. I did everything else though. Like I was behind by 3 days.
Yeesh. That's still really impressive.
3
You
days.
shouldn't have read that book,
Man.
dumbass.
I did so well. I did a lot of... I mean, I did overall a really good job optimizing my thing in Royal, but I didn't optimize it perfectly until about like halfway through the game, and I guess there's just some things I just couldn't catch up on in time overall. Just, you know, tiny
Right,
little
right.
mistakes here and there just added up in the end, and it sucks. Because the best
I'm
way to
gonna
optimize them is know who's available at what day of the week, and, you know, try to min-max getting as much as you can done in a week, rather than
Right.
just kind of guessworking and accidentally leaving someone behind.
Yeah. I'll be right back, okay?
Yeah. I'm gonna stream just a little more. School day is about to end. Today we'll just do instructions. And it'll be your job to help us, Malsomi. Now give you my permission to enter the student council role whenever you need to. Shame this unlocks the evening with the other guy before it unlocks my social link with Mitsuru. Mitsuru-senpai, sure you want to let a girl who just transferred in? Why? Are you interested in helping too, Iori? I'll pass. That's what I thought, Junpei. That's what I thought. As exciting as that sounds, I think I'll pass. You know, it's same. Sorry if you felt like you were forced to join, but any help you could give her would be appreciated. She's got so much on her plate. The girl takes on so much. Alright. I do want to eventually go back into Tartarus. Let me check everyone's statuses. No, like statuses. So my status is good. Oh, Yukari and Junpei are sick. Absolutely not. Yeah, I'm not dragging you two to Tartarus. Sorry. Ouch. Yeah, I almost went into the room again. Yeah, what did the sodas do? They don't say... They don't say what they do. But what can I buy from the vending machines, actually? Let me see. Celio Mist. I may as well see what it does. Ow! Okay. And I'm not gonna spend all my money on this. I just want to even things out. Okay, there we go. Alright, how much money do I got left? Oof, not a lot. I'll have to work somewhere tonight. I wonder if that's an option. Well, no. The real option is that I need to go to Tartarus and get some money. No, I don't want to go to bed early. I want to study. Alright, let's see. Well, before we close out the stream, we need to sell our weapons and get some money. I think that's it. Just trying to unlock some stuff, really. Yes, I have. Well, I mean, I've done it all before, so it's not that hard to adapt, Mitsuru. There's something I forgot to tell you. Most times you can find me in the lounge. However, I won't be there if there's something I must attend to. So, if I'm not in the lounge, we will explore Tartarus the following day. Is that a sign that today's not an option? Oh, do I still get topped in the hallway? Oh, yeah, sure! A movie, huh? It seems like Junpei doesn't have much to do after school. Ooh, yes, I can do Junpei's link more. I'm glad we still have that thing here, even though, you know, it's not quite the same as seeing characters walk on screen.
I am returned.
Hello. I'm apparently hanging out with Yukari today. That's not what I planned.
Excellent.
I was just talking to her like, hey, you want to hang out today? And I'm like, sure. Why not? I didn't know this.
Mood.
I didn't know this was an option.
Finally, an accurate Persona moment when like you have plans for the day, but then one of your friends is like, "Hey, I'm actually available today." And you're like, "Oh, okay."
There's something I need to say to you. I'm kind of scared to hear it. It's nothing that serious. Hikari, you are scaring me. Yes?
I'm pregnant, and it's your baby.
When you woke up in the hospital. Yes? Yes? Where are you going with this?
I'm getting a feeling.
I'm getting a vibe off of this. Like, you're the same as me, and you're alone, and stuff about your parents. I think I might have been making assumptions about you. Meaning... I mean, I lost my dad, but in your case, it's both of your parents. Even though some things may seem the same, people react to them differently. But I ignored how you might have felt and first forced my own opinions onto you. I've been worrying all this time that I might have said some unfair things to you that day. And I want to properly apologize for it. I'm sorry. Huh. This is a new scene, and I actually really like it.
I'd say it's a really nice scene, also.
I did slightly feel that when you know, I did kind of feel that Yukari was opening up, and, you know, while there was definitely some common ground between us, I was like, situations are a little bit different when she says I'm just like you, and like, oh, she feels that too. And she wants to really come clean about it.
I also like the gay vibe.
Yes, I felt it too. I was like, yes, you invited me to a cafe and you want to talk about something serious, and
it's like that. It's the fucking Spider-Verse meme of like Gwen looking at the camera like confused as a like gay flag above her.
Yes, it's. Oh, I know the exact meme you're talking about. It's. I mean, I don't have it of. Oh, darn it! I clicked off. I don't have it of Spider-Verse. But I do have another one of it that'll count.
Those are some of my favorite memes, because, like, the confused faces are always great, and it's like, there's such useful reaction images.
There. That one. That one.
Yeah, that's that.
I have a
reaction image.
Yeah, I can't put it on screen, but it's essentially, you know the one. It's that flag question mark with somebody smirking. It's just a Vash from Tricon. I don't have the one of Gwen, but it's the same.
Yeah,
it's the same
I have
name.
it somewhere. I have it somewhere on my phone. It would take like a while to dig it up. I have way too many photos.
Yeah,
on there.
that's basically the vibe I felt from this. I mean,
yeah, no,
we love our bi
it's a very nice
queens.
scene.
We love our bi queens.
Oh, you saw the Twitter post I linked you in, Chariot, and it was like the one about Akihiko.
What? Bigus?
What? Bigus? In the comments, somebody like put, "Hey, I'm the person who originally created this meme. Here's the original audio quality for it." And it was like, it was good. Like, you know, obviously, I was like, "Hey, you know, this is good." but I'm not gonna lie, I kind of prefer the one with the shitty mic quality. It adds to it.
Yeah, awful audio can add to the joke. I was laughing from I sure hope any more LGBT characters come my way, and it's the Ryoji screenshot.
Yeah.
Yep, that is a real screenshot, and I can't wait for Reload to prove it.
Real moment.
I never had anyone who could understand it around me before. It's different for everyone else at school. They both have their parents at home. They can complain how they'll get yelled at if they come home late. When I hear stuff like that, I feel jealous. But I hate feeling that way, so I hide it. And because I can't tell anyone that, I feel distance. I felt lonely. So when I heard about you, I felt like you could save me from that. Yikes, sorry, I'm being too selfish again, I know. You know what this little scene reminds me of? I think, like, how this works, I just talked to her, and I hung out, and I got this whole character focus scene. I think this is exactly how the side stories in Reload are going to work. Because this is brand new to Portable. I've never read this before. And yet, I really love what it adds. And I could have missed it easily.
It's a good scene.
Yeah, this is a really good scene. I'm glad that you joined us. Going around in circles with this pity party, aren't I? But that's how I really feel. I'm just looking at the picture I sent again, and yep, I'm feeling the vibes. Yukari confided in you. You feel like you've gotten a little closer to Yukari. Oh! Wait, do I unlock her social link this early?
Nice.
What? You don't get it until like a third into the game, in Fez. Oh! Well, this is so much nicer to get it this quickly.
Excellent.
This is just objectively better. Thank you, Portable. This is great. Anyway, that is the Lover's Arcana. You could feel that. To be fair, there is kind of a reason for why you unlock into the third of the game, because she genuinely is kind of keeping everyone at arm's length until she has a very open moment after she discovers more about her dad, and you go to the beach to console her, and she really opens up for the first time to someone, and then from then on, you can actually hang out with her regularly. So there is meaning behind it taking a long time to unlock her link. Is like
this kind of because. Sorry, yeah.
No, it's okay. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh dear. I was gonna say I like how it like really sells the idea that like, oh, there are differences between like not only like your characters like Femc and like Minato are like different people like
Minato.
But like it also sells that Minato. Oh, is that how you pronounce it?
Oh, I say kind of with an accent. Minato. Yeah.
Okay. Well, there is differences between Femc and Minato. But also like differences in how people perceive them and how people like interact with them.
Yeah,
That like scene with Yukari. I mean, I don't know. I do have Portable. I could theoretically play through it on the male route to find out if that scene also exists in there, but I kind of think that's probably
I didn't get it. I played like a full month in Portable and as the male route because my friend was playing the Femc route and I wanted us to compare, and I did not get that. So I think this is actually Portable exclusive because I'm pretty sure you do not unlock her social link until third into the game, just like you do in Fez. So they really did write and balance these scenes around the Femc, and I love that it's different. I love that you in a social simulation game, gender does play a part in how you are treated by other people, and I love that this game acknowledges it. Like, don't get me wrong, I do think there is a lot of value in having social experiences that are kind of gender neutral, that treat you the same, all-encompassing. But there's something very real and grounded in an experience that acknowledges that your gender affects a lot socially. It just does.
especially, I think the best example of this, the most serious of serious examples I can pull from that I'm not at all about to like is the joke, is when one girl who's clearly gay for Mitsuru is like, hey, did you see her in her bikini? And then as the male character, you only get to say
Yes or no.
or yes. But then for FemC, you get to be like, I'll sell you one for 1,000 yen.
I remember that. I love that.
Oh my god, it's like, not only is it a great showcase of like how they're different, like how they're treated differently, but also how they act different.
It's great. I love details like this. Like, it's stuff like this that makes gendered social sims fun. Like, one of my favorite things about the Persona series is playing as a guy genuinely plays a big part in how people treat you and how people talk to you and in your social expectations. And I find that fascinating because, I'm a cis woman. I've never been treated this way or seen that way my whole life. So to actually walk, at least in a very small way, walk in the shoes of a boy, that's fascinating. I learned so much and I love that. And to actually get this, as a girl makes me feel like I feel seen in these little touches, these little things that the FemC root added. Just the different ways that characters perceive you and talk to you just ever so slightly differently. Like, yeah, that's what it's like. I love it. It's a level of I can't say the word authenticity that so few experiences have. And like, again, not all games or experiences need it, but I love it when I do get it.
I'm realizing this is quickly becoming very much a 13 Sentinels analysis. Like, we're making the Persona 3 portable analysis.
Oh no. And this was going to be like, okay, I'll play this day and I'll call it a stream. And I'm stretching the day out.
Oh my god.
For your information, the internet line, which was ripped apart by the shadow, will be fixed tomorrow. You should have a computer in your room. You should be able to connect. Well, that takes care of everything that was damaged. Except, of course, Akihiko's ribcage. Ouch. I was wondering,
I love that expression. It's very much like how a friend, like, who's, like, dealt with this before would react to a situation. Like, that silly goober. You broke his ribcage.
I mean, she's known him since he was, like, 14. Oh yeah, all this talk about the internet reminded me of something. I got totally addicted.
Oh, okay.
Wait, do I have access to Innocent Sin Online in this game? I don't... Yeah, is the Hermit link unchanged in the... I don't think I have access to that same link in the FemC route. I don't know.
FemC isn't a gamer.
I'd like to see. I almost don't want to look it up. I want to find out by myself. Perform all-out attack. Knockdown will be unable to dodge an attack. In addition to attacking an enemy's weakness, you should know your next course of action. There's a battle mechanic I wonder if Portable has, because Fez has had this. When you knocked an enemy down, if you attack, the next time you attacked them, they will get back up. And in every game going forward, when an enemy is knocked down, attacking them won't make them get up. It's just on their next turn, they might get back up. So so it was a matter of waiting for their turn to see if they'd get back up or not. In Fez, you have to use your next attack on them wisely because they'll get back up.
Right.
And I don't know if Portable still keeps that or goes for the mechanic that P4 started and every game afterwards had. I think it might go by P4 logic. I think. Probably. Like, I will admit that that's definitely a more convenient way to do battle. But I kind of, in a weird way, like the strategy that Fez had around it. But at the same time, I acknowledge, this is more convenient.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of decisions of like changes are made for like convenience sake, but there is a certain level of strategy that gets lost when you like,
a little bit. You gotta pick and choose. Like, one thing I'm really going to miss that Reload doesn't have, which I think there's a little less excuse behind is being able to hold multiple weapons. That is only a thing in Fez, and no other Persona game has had it since, and Reload's still not going to have it. Which is such a shame, because being able to, because there is a fuse weapon shop in Persona 3, and being able to fuse an all-powerful weapon using like an ultimate persona you get from maxing out a social link, and being able to equip any of them to your main character and building a strategy around it was so fun. So fun. Like, my strongest attack in the game went from Fez. I basically built myself an Electro Hammer by fusing Thor to it. And then I got another
Rad.
Thor, and then I combined it with like Electric Amph and like a hammer arm ability. So basically, if I'm holding a hammer weapon, it does extra damage. And since the hammer does electric damage, it's powered by Thor having Electric Amph. So my strongest attack was just a basic hit.
Jesus Christ.
And I loved that level of strategy, and you can't, and that's impossible to replicate outside of Fez.
Right, yeah.
It's simpler to just have one kind of weapon class for each character. I do get it, but I'm gonna miss it.
Not gonna lie, I kinda hyped to play Fez now, but I'm good. I don't know, but like,
I
With my
personally got used to the limitations and loved working around them, but everyone's different. Some people just hate it, and like, no, I can't blame them.
I think maybe I'll just go straight to Fez, because like I have to keep the, like, we used to have a downstairs area where I could like play games, so I didn't really have to worry about like someone walking in, or like if someone did walk in, I'd have enough time to be like, change the thing. So if something was suspicious was on screen, I could just hide it.
Yeah,
But
I get you.
but we have tenants living downstairs. We've been renting out the place.
Oh,
So
I see.
that means I had to move it to the living room. And the living room, you can basically see what's going on TV from nearly every angle. No matter what entrance you come in, you're gonna immediately see what's on TV. So, yeah,
and you only
it's,
and you can only play on the TV. You don't have like a laptop.
I mean, I got a laptop, but I've tried connecting it to my PSP. Maybe I could try again, but like, I don't know if it would work.
Well, I know you said you bought them on Switch. Like, I know the port isn't the greatest, but it still functions and it's convenient. Like, if you know how to get HD mods working, like, really properly working, then emulation is obviously better. I'm not going to argue against that. I just personally have a rough time getting mods working, especially with emulation. Like, I was trying to get this, basically this HD mod working for Fez, and I only got it half working, and I got so frustrated with it. I'd love to replay Fez with, like, basically... Like, it's a mod, basically, it makes the game all nice and clean, and then you can sync it up with, like, party control mod, and then sync it up with another mod that makes the game harder, and I'd love to replay Fez with all of those mods, but it would take a lot of trial and error to get working. So, like, there is a lot of upsides to emulation. And technically, the best way to play this game is on Steam, and then learn to mod it, which... I do want to do, but that'll take me like a whole day to do. So yeah. Oof, let's see, what time is it? Oh, it is past 10:30. I gotta start wrapping things up. I've well streamed past my time.
So there's a 2-hour difference between us. I've been like trying to figure out what it like.
I have Central Time, so it is 10:30 p.m. for me, and my dog's barking. Do you hear my dog?
I can hear your dog. Your dog sounds...
great. That means it definitely shows up on stream. Great. Oh no, that means you definitely...
Oh no, the stream knows you have a dog.
Okay, sorry, the stream looped for a second. Alright, well, let's see, how long have I been streaming? Over almost 4 hours. Okay, I think that's a good place to call it.
Yeah.
Alright, well, thank you for keeping me company, Sky. I very much appreciated it.
Believe me,
I
it
don't
was
know
my
if Chariot's still watching casually, but thank you for him coming by to keep me company for a little bit. I really appreciate it's like him taking some time out of his day to pop in for some conversations. I appreciate both of you keeping keeping the stream going even when I had to step out for 10 minutes. gave something to
Oh,
listen
not to
to.
worry.
I never like the dead air when I have to take a break, so that was very helpful. Thank you very much for that.
Not an issue. It was great hearing from you, Sans the Skeleton.
Oh my goodness. All right. All right.
I imagine I'm gonna get a DM about that later.
Ah, it's all right. It's all right.
I'm joking.
It's just Josh, and we have a good time here. All right, all right, all right. I'm going to stop streaming, and then I'll say my goodbyes and call. All right, anybody who's lurking or watching this recording afterwards, thank you very much for watching the stream. I'm sorry if I constantly stopped for tangents. I just like chatting with my friends, and you know, this is a fun game to have on in the background, especially since there's not a lot of huge story going on. And I've technically made more progress this playthrough than I did my last one, so it's all working.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. And and to end the stream, I will of course do what I did last time. And I will end
what'd you
it
do last
off
time?
with the outro. The outro
Oh,
I made.
let's go.
Alright, first let me mute Discord, and then myself. And then we will be off.
Nice.
Alright, give me 1 second. Alright. Goodbye. Bye everyone. Thank you for watching the stream. Thank you very much.